seen a series of one-car accidents recently involving rollovers and serious injuries to passengers. I don't know if it's video games or what, but it's so unfair to, after something like this, to blame people in the backseat or say they deserved it. I don't like consoling these parents about what's happened, but I'll do it until it stops. Will you please stop? I'm Scott Hoy.
I'll do anything for you. Just tell me what you want me to. Kiss me up against the wall. Don't take anything, just have it all. Yeah, I can't take it, so don't you fake it. I know your love's my destiny. Yeah, I can't take it, please demonstrate it, 'cause I'm going down in history. Hey, oh, I'm on a roll, riding so high, achieving my goals. Hey, oh, I'm on a roll, riding so high, achieving my goals. Oh, honey, oh, honey, oh, honey, my love will freak candy. Oh, honey, let's get in through the door. Not concerned who sees us ripping up the floor. We'll go dancing wherever you choose. You know we just can't lose. Hey, oh, I'm on a roll, riding so high, achieving my goals. Hey, oh, I'm on a roll, riding so high, achieving my goals. Oh, honey, oh, honey, oh, honey, my love will freak candy. Oh, honey, I'm gonna get what I deserve. I'm so on ambition, Amber. I'm gonna get what I deserve. So full of ambition, Amber. I'm gonna get what I deserve. Oh, honey, oh, honey, my love will freak candy. Oh, honey, oh, honey, oh, honey, oh, honey, my love will freak candy. Oh, honey,
I'm retarded?
No more running down the wrong road, dancing to a different drum. Can't you see what's going on deep inside your heart? Always searching for the real thing, living like it's far away. Just leave all the madness in yesterday. You're holding the key when you believe it. Shine, sweet freedom, shine light on me. You are the magic, you're right where I wanna be. Oh, sweet freedom, carry me along. To keep the spirit alive, holding on. Ooh. We'll be dancing in the moonlight, smiling with the rising sun, living like we've never done.
Hey now, we're here. Look at this. Look at this. Uh-oh. I just looked. I'm keeping an eye out. We're at the desk. Things seem to be okay. I'm looking at the speeds. I'm checking it out. I feel confident today. Because I think I've whittled down the problem to one thing. Maybe two things, but I've whittled it down to that. So, by the way, Mr. Twister is so pumped to keep getting Michael McDonald's Sweet Freedom stuck in his head, so I'm glad we can keep that going. It's a beautiful song. I was like, should we take it out? Should I change the intro here next time I'm sitting at the desk and working? And I was like, no, I think we can get a little bit more out of it. I think the magic's still in there a little bit. There's a little bit of magic left, so I think we're going to keep that. We got to take care of a little bit of biz here. There's a little bit of catching up to do. I know that the last stream yesterday, I can't believe it's only yesterday. I've done so much since then. It feels like it's 2 days ago. I literally was looking and setting the title. I'm like, we're on day 17? Like, am I sure I'm on day 18? It feels like 18. 17, according to my, list here. But yeah, so I did a series of tests. So I was sitting here late last night working on some various things, one of which I didn't get done, so we're going to actually do it on the stream here tonight. So there we go. Slit wants to know if you should make a bacon, tomato, lettuce, and mayo wrap. He thinks so. Now sounds like a good time. So eat up. Eat out. Eat it up. So what I did is I was running. Twitch has a test stream function that you can do. Now, I run my stream through Restream.io. Yes, I pay for it. I know. There's probably other ways you could do it. But the idea of Restream is it takes one stream out and then it goes up to their server and then diverts it to all the different destinations. Versus if I did it from my computer, I would literally be streaming in, there'd be 4 different streams, which means that my bit rate, I know this might be too technical, but at my bit rate at 35, or we'll say 3.5 megabytes just to keep it simple, because it's measured in kilobits per second, but we'll measure it in megabytes. 3.5 megabytes. So if that's 4 different destinations, that's 14 megabytes that needs to be steadily uploaded consistently. Do we see a problem there, right? So that's why I pay for it. So that way it's a 3.5 megabytes stream that goes up constantly. I should have plenty of leeway, right? My speeds now should be maxing at 50 megabytes a second, which it generally has been. So I upgraded. I told you guys yesterday, after I talked to several, and I only point this out simply because it's a fact. Several customer service representatives based out of India. After I did that, I went to my plan online and I was like, you know what? There is no reason that I should be, being like, oh, this second tier plan is good enough, which it was. Technically, it should be. I'm like, let's just throw money at it. It's an extra $25 a month. Let's just make sure we have the best plan possible before I pull my hair out. That's not something Mersh would do. Mersh would bitch about it for 6 months. I would just going to pay for the plan, the best plan. I rely on this. We're trying to stream every day. Just pay for the best plan. End of story. So that's what I did. It said it would take 24 hours for it to fully kick in. Found out that the router and modem that they gave me with my previous plan is not up to code with what my new plan will be, so they're going to send me another one. So I know that the speeds are not exactly what they need to be. But as I sat here for 3 hours, I sat at this desk working on things. For 3 hours, I ran a constant test stream via Twitch. And it gave me all the logs, actually, of every Twitch stream that I've done. And I could see that previously I could not make it more than about 30 to 40 minutes maximum, sometimes only 60 seconds, before there was an interruption in the service. So it's obvious that there's, I've got logs here. So we're like, let's just sit here. I'll work. I'll do a test stream constantly. I did 3 1-hour test streams with various different settings just to try. I tried it with a lower bit rate, a higher bit rate. I tried it with a different, versus plugging it directly into the router versus the Eero devices. I tried everything. And not once during all those test streams was there any interruption. This went on until almost 3 a.m. So I'm like, okay, what changed? Outside of me paying for another plan, what changed? And one other major factor did change, and it was the weather. So as of yesterday here in Michigan, and I know it's slowly affecting the rest of the country as well, it is extremely cold. It's about 20 degrees-ish. And when it's that cold, it's very dry out. Now, all last week up until yesterday, it's been very wet here. Rainy, little bit of snow. It's cold, but it's been wet. And now, bone dry. And I showed you yesterday when we did the little tour. I went around and I took you outside and I showed you the coupling of where the WOW had connected to my home. And it's just a metal coupling out in the elements. And I know that that's a problem. You know how I know that's a problem? It's because when the original sales guy came and he walked around the house when we were writing up the deal originally, he saw Comcast have that same coupling and says, this should be wired into the home. And I said, yeah, you're absolutely right. And you're like, you know what? We have a free professional installation with this plan right now. Why don't we just do that? We have it wired correctly. I'm like, let's do that. Well, let's fast forward to when they installed it. They didn't do that. They just coupled it, and I showed you how it was just hanging there. So I'm like, oh, I have a feeling that we have solid connection, not because of any other issue that I've tested and driven myself crazy about, but it was because of the weather. That's the problem. That's a problem. So the technician will come on Tuesday. The weather is supposed to be extremely cold and dry all week, so I think we'll be all right. But we need to prepare for that. So when he comes, I will make sure we get that taken care of. And I think we should be onward and upward with Project Melvin into 2025. So there we go. Let's see. A DOC SIS 3.1 modem should help. They're sending me a new one. If it's supposed to be an upgraded, I don't know what modem I have, but they're supposed to send me an upgraded one as well. Because apparently, again, for the maximum, I don't know why, buddy, I am not in the mood. I love you and all, but I really don't want to have the anxiety of you up there above my head in case you fall on me or you fall and hurt yourself. So I need you to beat it. Yeah, so that's the deal. Motorcycle says the stream is way better on Kick than Twitch, way less buffering. I don't know. I mean, I'm previewing it both on my end. It looks the same. It might be a U thing. I don't know. This is the lie. The fifth. This is lie. This is a lie. The 5th stream in a row we're talking about upload speeds, riveting stuff. Listen, I'm streaming every day. I'm going to talk about what's going on in my life. And this has dominated my life. Now, if what was dominating my life was, I don't know, I got my foot bit off by an alligator, I'm probably going to talk about that for a while. I mean, that's just what it is. So, but I think this will be the end of the conversation of that until further notice. So I think we're good. We're good. We can move on. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Honestly, it has filled some days. I'm a little behind on some of the things I had planned to debut here, but that's okay. Because now Those are what, 2-3 stream days that we've already knocked down out of the 300 and some, 365 we got. So we're going to be all right. I just drove back home. I know we were going to do a mobile stream today, but I figured after yesterday's tests, I was like, well, maybe we should just give it a shot. Let's just give it a shot. And it seems to be working. So, but also the weather was garbage and I had a whole plan. So next time I drive up there, we're definitely going to do a mobile stream. Unless it is absolutely dog shit weather again. Because I have a whole plan. I'll take you on a whole tour. I'm going to take you on a whole tour. It'll be fun. I had it all mapped out. It'll take about an hour and a half to do. So we have that. Also, we have a little bit of business to take care of. And this business is super important because we are a little bit behind. And we're going to be able to catch up really, really quick. I have been hard at work making things happen and trying to take care of said business. If you've been paying attention, you may have noticed that there has been a update of sorts. Oh, you know what? Not fully updated, because of course, what did I forget to do? What did I forget to do? I forgot to do this, and do this, and this, and save it. Now, we should be good. Because you may be asking yourself, wait a minute, what happened with that 64-bit Legends Rumble for 2025? And the emote. Well, I'll show you how to make an emote today. We're gonna do that live here. We're gonna do a little educational stream after this. Spoiler alert. But before we get into all that, we're going to catch up with the 64-bit Legends Rumble. I know it's been a few days since we talked about it. We just had not one, but 2 entries debut today, if you can believe that. Now, but before we get into it, let's catch up because I don't think we've done enough legwork to really catch everybody up onto where we're at. I believe Metaverse Mark debuted on the 30th. And then there was a bit of a break. The 31st, the 1st, we didn't get anything up, and then I was deeply hungover, and so on. So here we go. We're going to catch up with Iguanodon first. We've covered the Sir Jared and Sam Thunderdome a few times. Don't worry, if you did miss out on that, you can go look it up yourself at 64-Bit Legends via all social media channels, or I'm sure I'll cover it again soon. So Iguanodon, let's catch up. We know Iguanodon. We haven't seen Iguanodon in a couple years. We know, or maybe a year. No, he was in there last year. He was. So I take that back, but he's back. Don't believe me? He's going to tell you.
I'm back. Don is back. Iguana's back. Iguanodon. And I'll be slithering to the 2025 64-bit Legends Rumble, because I'm back. Iguanodon is back. Iguanodon is back. I ain't frontin', because Iguanodon is back. I'm back. You know, I'm back. I'm back. Iguanodon. You thought I was gone, but I am back. Iguanodon. I am back.
So I don't know if you were ready for that, but he's back. King Matthew, how you doing, buddy? He is back. That's pretty much it. Now we have Metaverse Mark. Now, Metaverse Mark has not been in the Rumble in 2 years. And he did show up as a cameo for Crypto Pete last year. Will we see Crypto Pete this year? I don't know. It could be a mystery. What I do know is King Matthew 221 came in and followed. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, did you guys hear Iguanodonna's back? He is. He's back. I can't believe it. How'd you know? How'd you find out? So now we have Metaverse Mark. Now, Metaverse Mark, we've seen 2 years ago. Him and Crypto Pete, they're kind of a tag team of sorts sometimes. I don't know. The crypto world is very dog eat dog, and there's a rug pull every minute. But anyway, Metaverse Mark is here entering, and I'll let him explain it. So don't worry about that.
I'm Metaverse Mark. Bitcoin's going crazy. And not only is Bitcoin going crazy, I'm going crazy in the 64-bit Legends Rumble. I bought this with crypto. I'm entering the Rumble with all of my Bitcoin, all of my Ripple, all of my Dogecoin, and all of my Shiba Inu, which everything is up. And I'm going to show you all the things that I bought on crypto. I bought new people to enter the Rumble. I bought new characters, and more importantly, I bought a whole bunch of cans of ass whooping that I'm going to open in that Rumble. And it's all bought with crypto.
So there we go. Oh, wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So there's Metaverse Mark. There's Metaverse Mark. He bought a lot of things with crypto. He's excited. He's buying his way in with crypto. Things are getting wild. I don't know. Let's see. Where the fuck is Dadderall? We need Dadderall. Well, hey, I'm sorry. We're on entry number. Now we're up to entry number 19 and 20, debuting at the same time. There's 64 different contestants. You got another 44 to find out if Dadderall is going to show up. How about that? That's the guarantee that I can give you. And that guarantee is like gold. So there you go. Has there been any word from Jeff Russell? I don't know, because he did not enter the Rumble last year. We found out his father did in his stead. And his father's been under a lot of stuff going on with his dad. I'm just going to say. It's getting a little crazy. But this brings us to a tag team who's entering at the same time here that we have not seen in quite some time. In fact, let's take ourselves back to, I think, Instagram. We did not have shorts at the time. This is going all the way back to 2024, or no, I'm sorry, 2022, where we seen the Canines, an EHW tag team from back in the day. Now that year they had 2 separate entries. This year they're just doing the one. We don't need them taking up more room than necessary. I already have a lot of wrestlers as it is, but this takes us back to 2022, and here is their first run. If you don't know who the Canines, we have not seen the Canines in what, 3 years now? 2 years? 2022, we're in 2025, right? Yeah. 3 years we've not seen the Canines. So let's catch up from how their first entry is to their most recent debut.
Let the dogs out! Easy shit, Sim. It's Bulldog with the Canines, EH-Dub, original tag team champions. And both of us will be entering the 64-bit Legends Royal Rumble. And we're taking it to the dog pound.
So there's it. But then Shih Tzu also had his own promo. I don't know. That was a whole thing. And, we'll just, you can take it as this.
That's right, boy. That's right. Get him, boy. Get him. We're entering the 64-bit Legends Royal Rumble. Get him, boy. Get him.
So, I mean, it was a little unnecessary at the time to get 2 of them. So this year we said, listen, you get one promo for the both of you. You don't get to have all these different promos. So they're back. The Canines, Bulldog, and Shih Tzu are back with slightly different attire. Has there been any word? Oh, I already read that one. Unfortunately, they're back. The Rumble is the Mortal Kombat Armageddon of Rumbles. I'm Shih Tzu. I will shit on your carpet. Don't make me hump your leg. I'll chew your shoes. I don't think he really talks. He doesn't really talk. So, I don't know. Maybe he said that. I don't know what he said. But anyway, here's their most recent re-entry into the world of the Rumble.
Get him, Shih Tzu. Good boy, good boy. It's your boys, the Canines, Bulldog, and Shih Tzu. K9, EH-Dubs, greatest tag team of all time. And we're entering the 64-Bit Legends 2025 Rumble. And Bobcat Ross, it's a bad day to be a feline when this pup is roaming the yard, because the canines are going to come out victorious in this Rumble. Get 'em, Shih Tzu!
So there you go. There's the newest 19. So we're catching up. We got a nice little jump start, okay, since we had a little bit of a break in between. We got a little bit of a jump start with the canines. And one thing I wanted to point out, one thing I wanted to point out to you. Hold on. Before I point it out, let me double check something here. Let's take a look. Make sure this is not... Okay, good. So one thing I want to point out is you may have noticed their attire. And you're saying, wait a minute, I want to support the canines. Well, guess what? You can support the canines. You can. It's a very simple way. Everybody is excited about it. And you can go take yourself over to melvintroyshop.com, and you can do that. Not only can you support the canines, but you can support the Dunkachino with his coffee. It's very, very special and magical. But more importantly, you can get yourself the same shirts that they're wearing. If you want to support, if you're Team Shih Tzu, you can go for Shih Tzu. If you're more Bulldog, you can go for Bulldog. The canines are coming in, making their name known, and also trying to curry favor with everybody else with fashion. Okay, that's what they're really wanting to do. They're wanting to really break it into the fashion world as well. So that's how they're going to do it. So congratulations to them. And of course, while you're there, you have all the other classics. Get them now before we do a reset. I know I've threatened to do that over the last year and a half, but one day I'll actually do it, and then you'll regret it. So, there's that. Oh my God, that's so bright. So that catches us up today. Just wait till tomorrow. I think you're really going to get a kick out of tomorrow's. Possibly. It's true. Yeah, thank you, Uncle Stinker. Thank you for backing me up here. I'm glad somebody's got my back. For the love of God. I'm paranoid right now. I'm just checking things just to make sure. Like, I don't want to do the thing where I'm like, I'm on a tear and I'm talking and then all of a sudden everything's down. It's really put the fear of God in me as I've been trying to do this. Okay. Let's see if he gets added. He'll be 5'1" tall. Who are you talking about? Oh, for Dadarol. Do you think Don has a brother named Iguana Ron? I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone named Don was also related to a Ron. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so there's one other piece of business we got to take care of. And I figure this would be a great opportunity to do a little learning. You want to do a little learning with me? Well, I mean, I already know how to do it, but I'm going to teach you guys something. I'm going to teach you a skill. This is a skill that you could use, you could put to use on your own time, as long as you have the proper tools. And it's like, what did Christ say? If you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If you teach a man to fish, he eats forever. If you teach a woman to fish, she will weaponize her incompetence. I think that's how Christ had said it at the time. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Bible, but Jim's on Team Swove. That's great, because right now there is a Dubala versus Swove kind of rivalry going on. I'm glad somebody's Team Swove there. Really could use the support. But yeah, I'm going to teach you a little something. I'm going to teach you. Okay, that's good to know. That is very good to know. The Christ just produced fish. He never caught him. Yeah, but he could teach a man to fish, is the idea. I don't know if he actually did, but it's the thought that counts, really. So I want to teach you a little something, and I think we can teach you a little bit of little something creative. Get those artistic juices flowing in a way, and also take care of something that I needed to take care of for some time, which is we need to add an emote. We've been talking about it during this whole issue with the internet and us being merged and everything. I know you guys are sick of hearing me talk about it, but let's make an emote. Do you know how to make one? It's not that hard. And I'm probably going to make it the most difficult way possible, but that's the way we're going to do it. So if you know the hard way, the easy way is so much more easier. I just don't think I have the program to do it the easy way over here on this computer. So we're going to do, start with a picture. Exactly. We're going to start with a picture. I'm going to pull up Photoshop. I would show you, but I don't want to give away any projects I'm working on that I would like to debut. So, okay. So here we go. You're going to open up Photoshop here, right? Get a little Photoshop action. Now, there's a new tool they added. It's going to make this real easy. But we want to add some Mersh emotes. So we're going to try a couple different ones. We're going to take this one we had, right? We got this one. Now, this is a 19 by 20, right? We don't need it this big. We can crop it down, right? But what we're going to do, whoops. Did I have a text tool open? What was that about? We're going to remove the back. I've never used Photoshop's auto remove background tool. I've used it elsewhere, but never on Photoshop. So let's give this a shot. Let's see if it knows. Will it know to remove the background? It's thinking. Damn, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, I'll take that. All right, so let's give it a little crop, because the default on this was like 1080 by 1080, I think. This is like for an Instagram post. MS Paint is the real hard way. True. You love this guy? I don't love this guy. He is the antithesis of what I want to be. But I feel that sometimes you have to learn from others' mistakes. And while we laughed so hard at his misery the other day, and then I was faced up against a wall of challenges, it's fine to be in the challenges. I can't control the internet, but I can control how I handle those situations. And what I did was probably the best scenario. And look at us now. Look at us now. Okay? Look at us now. So anyway, and then if we ever have internet issues, we just know to merge it. And that's a great way to signal to me, hey, we have an internet issue. Hey, we have a T-Rex. All right, where's the crop tool? We're going to crop this bad boy up. I know how to, we can also do generative expand, but we don't want to expand on merge. We don't need that. Let's crop them up. What is the shit, you know what I should have done? What is the dimensions that we need for an emote? What are the Twitch emote dimensions? What were those? Doesn't matter. Twitch will resize it. It does need to be equal. You're right. I did fuck that up a little bit. Okay. I did fuck up the crop. I just don't want it like super expanded because it's going to be all... So let's do this. Wait. Here's a trick I'm gonna believe if you push shift. There we go. Now it keeps it equal. Ta-da! Done. Now it's at least equal. Little trick if you ever have to because it'll let you freely resize. Just hold shift once you click down and it'll take care of it. So now we're going to export this bad boy. Let's just do a quick PNG. Where do we want to save it? Uh-oh. Do I want to save it with all my horse porn? Probably want to do... I need to put it... We're going to put this on the desktop so I can find it real easy. Oh, we got to do that other Mersh one too. That's right. Mersh emote 1. Say that one. You seen that short set goblin? All right, let's do a... Whoops. I did Control T, not Control... Shit. I forgot what I'm using here. Let's just open up a new thingy here. All right, let's bring the other one because I don't know what the size of that other file is. This is Mersh Female Cop. How big is this one? Oh, wow, this is a lot bigger. So what we're going to need to do... Actually, this could benefit from just some resizing across the board. Uh-oh. What is that? What was that? Okay. Man, it's got the... I'm jumpy. I'm a great cop. You shut your mouth. I think an animated stroke Mersh would be best, but you'd be too hard for you to make. I would be able to... How would you do an... I've never done... Aren't those like GIFs? Are those just GIFs to do like an emote that way? You wouldn't make it an MOV, right? You sent me a pic on Discord that you can replace Mersh's mic with. I can't put a dick on there. This is for Twitch, okay? You have to make a GIF and upload that. I agree with the Stroke Mersh. Thank you so much, Good Lettuce.
Melvin 15 love, Melvin 15 love, Melvin 15 love.
Thank you so much for resubscribing 14 months. That's no small feat. Thank you so much. So I'd have to do a GIF. I haven't made a GIF in a while. Would I be able to do that? I wouldn't be able to. But it would have to be transparent, right? Can you do GIFs? Man, can you do a GIF that's transparent? Like a, Would I use Premiere for that? I'm probably overthinking it. But I'd have to take the background out of it, right? Because I'd want him... Because I don't know if it would even make sense to see him having a stroke as an emote, you know? It's so small. Juggalo Sack, what's going on, buddy? I'd have to play around with it. There's GIF Maker. Oh, Canva's got a GIF Maker now? I have Canva. We could try it. I think I pay for it still. But let's take care of... Let's get fucking female cop Mersh first. Let's get this... That's fine. Let's see what it does if I try to remove the background on this one. See, is it smart enough? Wow, okay. We'll take that. And then, you know what? We'll make this super simple. We will just do a simple crop on this. We'll do that. And we'll just cut out the arms. There you go. That's fair. Can you put a dog next to him? That's a lot. It's an emote. It's an emote. See, like, I'm looking at Uncle Stinkers. He's got some Shaggy emotes, and it's just a super up close of his face. But I don't know if, like, the stroke movement is going to work. We could try it. But okay, let's get this one. Let's export that just as a quick PNG. We're going to go Mersh female cop emote. All right. And then, now this part I can't show you because I got to log into Twitch and everything. So we're going to go into here. We're going to go into my emotes. It may take a minute. They've actually been on my ass to update emotes. in the stream manager. So they may take them right away, hopefully. That'd be great. Where's that at again? Is it under commute? No. Content? No. Viewer rewards? Emotes. There we go. I got 7 open slots for emotes. How'd that happen? Where's, show me all my files. Go to the desktop. And we're going to start with this emote first. It's too large. It's got to be less than a megabyte. How big is it? They were tiny. Properties. 1.3 megabytes. Oh my God. 1.3 megabytes. I gotta redo it. I gotta redo it. I thought they were pretty small, but all right, let's not do a quick export. Let's do a larger one so I can actually customize it. Let's see. Smaller file size. Let's do that. Can I 681 kilobits. Okay, that's what would it have been without that? 1.4. Okay, yeah, so we'll just do that. Let's export it. Oh, these are the alpha things I got. Let's go back to my desktop. Mersh emote 2, we'll say. And then we'll do this one. Yeah, this was the right size already. 4 point. Okay, so this one was smaller for some reason. Okay. That's fine. People would love fuzzy or bubblegum Billy emotes too. Yeah, those would be nice. Those would be nice. I don't know if they're going to be in the Rumble though, so I really wouldn't want to put them in if they're not in the Rumble, you know? Does that make sense? All right, let me get back into Twitch. Let's try this again. Show all the files. Mersh emote 2. Let's see if it'll take it. It did. We're going to call that just Mersh. And then upload. And then we're going to do another one. And we're going to do the female cop. Female cop. Okay. And we're going to upload that. There we go. It's been uploaded into the collection and added to the slot. So let me know whenever they're available. We got those. We're doing pretty good. I think I'm pretty good about adding a new emote once every 2 years. I think that's pretty much our routine at this point. Got to refresh to see them, I think. Yeah, you may have to do that. All right. Well, that was a lot quicker than I thought. There it is. Uncle Stinker's already got him. That was fast. Look at that. Look at that. Now, all right. Now we can play this on. You want to see something really fascinating? We can try to get the video one. We can make a GIF. Let's try to make the GIF here, okay? Let's do Mersh stroke. I don't want the female cop one because that's you want the original. You got to get the original stroke. Where he's like, you know, it's not with a CH. It's just MERSH. Don't try to make it fancier than he is. Let's not overdo it, okay? He's still a white trash piece of shit. So let's not overdo it. All right, this channel must have a Mersh stroke thing. Let's look up stroke on their channel. Here's the original. So we want this. This is the original rip. Why is it so slow? Nobody wants that. I want the original thing.
Bro, that was a...
Where's the...
Dude, I'm on probation. I do have a lower that, like...
Who edited this? This is terrible. Come on. Quit fucking around. How about this?
Chaos versus a crime of, like...
Okay, thanks. Thanks for that. Can I get the original? Where's the original one? Did it get taken down? By the way, I looked at Slit's picture he put. Yeah, it's a pink dildo. I can't do that. It's Twitch. Come on. If we were on kick only, that'd be a different story. But that's not the life we live, okay? We don't live that life. I don't live that life. Okay, what am I looking for? Mersh, stroke, dab. I don't know. Mersh seizure. This must be the one. So here's the problem. What clip do I take out of this then? Because he gets half of his face is cut off as he falls. Right? You got half of his face. You see that? Like his face gets cut off here. So and then he could do that, but that doesn't. And he's just sitting there. I don't know if a visual or a video, an animated emote will work for this. You know, and then the other one's just the female cop thing. So that's a whole different thing. That's a different thing entirely. I don't know. I like the idea of doing it, but I just don't think it's going to work. Not with this thing. I think what we have is going to be the best for the moment. Is he having another stroke? Wait, what's this?
This is.
No, he looks like he's just having a good time. I don't know. Anyway, I think we've mershed it up enough. I think we've got something that came out of it. We have new emotes because of it. It's good for now. I think we're good for now. I think we can get past this here. Okay. You can't have too many. Yeah, we can't turn to the Mersh stream. We've talked about him way more than I hoped to. I was hoping, honestly, all I wanted to do is laugh at his pain the one night and then do a recap, and then it turned into a fucking 3-day issue with the internet, and I don't want to deal with it no more. Let's move on. Other things to do. We have a fucking Rumble we have to prepare for. I remember the other night we were trying to talk about. Did I ever cover the Sonic movie? I know I tried to, and then the internet started dying out. I had a little bit more time to think about it. I think it's a great film. I think it's really good. I think they really have something there. I think that they Sonic. I think Jim Carrey did a good job. I think my only complaint that's unrelated to the quality of the sound in the theater is that Jim Carrey's age is showing, similarly to how Michael Keaton's age is showing in the second Beetlejuice, and a little bit even in The Flash as he was playing Batman. They really did get a stunt double in for a lot of that. But otherwise, I think they did a great job. They're setting up for a fourth one, and I'm excited for the fourth one. I think they have a great franchise here. I think they could do a Shadow series in between, in the year 20. I think the next movie's supposed to come out in 2026. So I think in this year of 2025, they could release, maybe toward the end of the year, a Shadow series like they did with Knuckles. And then it's how they can keep it going. That's how they do it with The Boys. The Boys is a great series on Amazon. And a lot of people shit on it. Oh, it's too woke. It's too this. You got it. The fucking original was pretty woke for its time. The comic book was pretty. Let's take in the context for what it is. So let's not take too much of. Let's not bog ourselves down too much with modernity to not see the actual art that's in front of us. Woke, it's satire. Exactly. They do a decent job with The Boys of straddling the line of satire and a message. You know what I mean? It's not preachy. It really isn't. There's a lot of other shows that get a little preachy where you're just like, all right, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Even I will complain about this, where when I was watching The Batman, which at this point, we've discussed it, is probably the best Batman of all time. And I don't even say that easily. We had to work our way to that. Almost begrudgingly have to admit that is the best one. And there's a few points in which I believe it was like Catwoman that was leaning into like, oh, it's all of these rich white men. And I'm like, well, slow down. Wait a minute. One guy's like a penguin. Okay, and then the other guy, why do we need to bring race into it? Because now you're pigeonholing yourself. Because now every enemy's got to be white. That's crazy. That's racist. Don't be racist. So I thought that kind of took me out of it. Like, that's a minor complaint. But it wasn't like a satirical thing either. It was really in its face. It kind of takes you out of it where you're like, okay, let's be honest. Yeah, white devil. These people don't know what modernity means. I know. I'm using the fancy words, Mr. Twister. I'm sorry. Yeah, Grandpa Carey. Yeah, he is a little bit of Grandpa Carey. I forgot to read this. Slit was saying, speaking of that, Sonic, my kids kept asking to play Sonic today, and they even played Dr. Robotnik's Bean Machine. That was one of the biggest disappointment rentals as a kid. I didn't know what I was getting into. I just thought it was a Sonic game. And I was like, wait a minute, is this Tetris? It's not Tetris. It's Puyo Puyo. But it reminded me of Tetris, or essentially Dr. Mario, right? I didn't like that one. But hey, it's, it is a fun one. I mean, there's a boss fight in Sonic Mania. I believe it's in the... Is it the boss fight for the chemical plant? Where the boss fight is essentially a mean bean machine puzzle. And it's not, they don't make it too easy on you. Like, you actually have to try at it. So I appreciate a little bit of that diversity in the game, but I can't do a whole game of that. That's just too much. Sonic Spinball was a tough one, but there was a charm to it. Now, granted, when I got Sonic Spinball when I got my Genesis. So I got a Sega Genesis, which came with Sonic 2 already. And then they had a deal at the Target. I'll never forget. This is just locked in my brain. February of 1994? 95. February of... was it 95? When was I in second grade? Was it second grade? First grade. So I was... So 93 to 94. So, yeah, 95. February 95. I remember. And they had you could get buy one, get two free type of deal. Because we're talking it's 95 now. They're winding down. It came with Sonic 2. And then I also chose Sonic Spinball because I only knew what Sonic was. And they're like, okay, well, you get to pick two other games. And I'm like, what? And then I got Aladdin for the Sega, which honestly is a superior Aladdin, let's be real. It looks closest to the movie. And I got Jurassic Park, which is pretty cool because you got to be as a raptor. So that was like dope. So when I got to play Sonic Spinball, it was like a nice bonus activity. Now, if that was the only game I had, or I had to save up money for that, and I wasn't gonna, I would have been disappointed with Sonic Spinball, believe me. But for me, it was like a little bonus round I got to do when I was bored, so it wasn't bad. Rampage Edition, I had the Rampage Edition at one point. I did like that. Let's see. Cat Fizzle Beef is really good at Mean Bean Machine, like crazy good. That's pretty dope. I mean, that's no small feat. I got most of my games from Funko Land in the early 90s. I didn't get too many from Funko Land, but you got to understand, I lived out in, that was the tour I was going to bring you in because I had to go out to Romeo today. That's where my grandparents live. And I was going to go through all the old haunts, but it was just too like windy and shitty out. And I was like, this isn't worth it. But so there really wasn't, there was a Kmart. That was it. It was a Kmart. And I went to a Target. I don't even know why we were in the Target for some reason. I was there with my mom and my grandparents for some reason. I don't know. It was a big outing to go to Target that day. And that's how I got it. My emulator has all the Sega games, and they're all slow, sad. Well, you have a bad emulator. Or you have a bad hardware. Get better hardware. If you have a computer, you don't even need an emulator. You just fucking put it on your computer. Dunkachino, you smell like, you just took a shit. You smell like cat litter. It's fresh cat litter, at least. But it's that, like, Fresh Step artificial scent. Thank God it's not the ammonia cat shit smell. But it's still like, ugh. I kissed him on the head, and it just, I could feel it. You don't want my kids play. I see. It's for your kids. I see. So you don't want your kids on the computer. Fair enough. Yeah, get a better piece of hardware. That's all I can say. Your hardware stinks. Your hardware is not good. But yeah, I went up there. I went up to see them today. I had to fix my grandpa's computer. Not even fix it. So what he's trying to do is he's got this PC. He had this PC, and it's probably 20 years old. Here's the hardware. It was I wanted to look this up. It was an AMD chip. What is it? AMD. Fuck. What was the it was a PH. Phenom 2. What is the Intel equivalent of a Phenom 2? An i5? There's no way this thing was an i5. This thing was fucking so old. I might have the wrong thing. But anyway, maybe it was a Phenom 1. Do they have a Phenom 1? No, they don't have a Phenom 2. Anyway, so he has this, it's super old. 6 gigs of RAM, by the way. Which is, I've never heard of 6 gigs of RAM. Usually you have 4, but nowadays you can't run on less than 8. He's running on 6. He's running Windows 10. He can't even get Windows 11 on this thing. So a project I started with them about a month ago, was he has a MacBook, and it's a fairly new MacBook, within like last 5 years. It's an Intel MacBook before they went to the M series chips. And the reason he has that is because he had a MacBook previously, but it was one of those models where the battery just started like expanding as if it was going to explode. So Apple sent him a brand new MacBook to replace it. So he's had it, and it works just fine. So when he was complaining about his computer, I was like, look, this desktop is done. All you do is pay your bills, check email, and watch the occasional YouTube video. You don't need much. I was like, you have a brand new MacBook, essentially. Not brand new, but it's like, it works. It'll work probably for the rest of his life. I was like, why don't we just get you a dock and just plug this into a monitor? So that was the idea. We get him a new monitor. I get him like a little dock he can plug it in. He even goes and he wants to go and get the new the Apple keyboard and mouse. He got all excited. Bro, Windows 10 uses, I think, 10 gigs of RAM now. I know. It's just, this is what I mean. He's running on 6 the entire time. So we get him converted over. And in the process of doing that, he's got this little tiny monitor. This has got to be a 15-inch monitor that he had for his PC. his original 20-year-old PC with 6 gigs of RAM. And it dies halfway through us because we were waiting on some of the components to come in through Amazon or whatever. So I go and I'm like, listen, I'm going to take your computer. I have a hard drive. I had a solid state hard drive. It was like a 2 terabyte thing. I was like, I know you don't even have this much storage, but let's just get this. I'll take the computer. The computer's so old, by the way, it has to use only VGA ports, and his new monitor he bought doesn't have VGA on it. It's just display or HDMI. That's all you get. So I was like, I have a monitor at home. I'll take this home, and I will go and exchange all the information off it. Well, I bring it home. I realize I don't have the power cable. I fucked up. So I go up there today, and I bring it up, and I'm like, listen, I'm gonna bring my old monitor up. I'm just gonna exchange this. I boot up the computer, and oh my God, I did not realize how bad the computer was. And he's got all of these antivirus. He's got a program called WebRoot on this thing, and he put it on his MacBook too, which is unnecessary. But I was like, why do you have WebRoot on here? He's like, well, that's what the Geek Squad told me. I was like, stop with the Geek Squad. You don't need the Geek Squad. You don't need the Geek Squad. First of all, you're running off an Apple computer. Go to the Apple store. They're the ones who replaced your computer last time. Don't go to fucking Geek Squad. And on top of that, WebRoot isn't going to do anything for you. I had to explain to him. I was like, listen, WebRoot is a cancer. And and here's the problem. I turn on this PC. It's so fucking slow. It's got 6 gigs of RAM. It's trying to run Windows 10. And it's running, I open up Task Manager, which took 20 minutes to open. And I'm looking at everything that's in there, and I see, I have my Windows File Manager Explorer, because I'm trying to open the folder as activity number 1. And then I have not 1, not 2, but 4 instances of WebRoot doing what I don't know. There's nothing on this computer. Oh, in WeatherBug. So then I'm waiting on it, and I can't exchange anything. And I'm lecturing them on the thing of like, listen, there's the Windows Defender. They pumped out Windows Defender so you don't have to use these third party. I used to be a sucker. I used to pay for Norton antivirus years ago as well. And you don't need that anymore. And we're getting you off of this. You don't need to be putting WebRoot on your Mac. Take it to the Genius Bar if you have a problem. Call me. I'll take it to the Genius Bar. I don't care. Because he's replacing the desktop with a Mac Mini, which makes sense. You can get one for like $500. So anyway, I went off on this tangent about the cancer that is the third-party antivirus software. You don't need it. Now, maybe we can make an argument if you're doing a lot of piracy, or you're downloading a lot of files all over the internet, or you're trying to maybe use a VPN feature on it, but not for an 80-year-old man who's trying to just pay bills, read an email, and forward an anti-Biden, joke chainmail to his buddies. You don't need that. I told him, I was like, here, you want to know? I'm going to save you, because he paid over like $100 a year for this WebRoot. I was like, I'm going to save you $100 right now. He's like, yeah, but they're going to steal my bank account information. I was like, this is how they're going to steal your bank account information, okay? So follow these steps. I'm going to save you $100. If you get a phone call from a man or woman from India, and they're asking for your bank account number or your social security number, don't give it to them. Hang up the phone. That's it. You don't need to. Yeah, but I get all these calls all the time saying my Amazon's, information isn't there. I was like, last time I talked to Amazon, I talked to a nice Southern woman who was able to send me a new item without me even needing to return it. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Secretly, they watch you stream too. Do they have an e-machine? They're not far from it. I felt bad, though, because I was I was getting very lectury on it. I was like, you don't need this. I'm trying to help you. How much dedicated wham from my Minecraft server? The Antiquity virus, yeah. John McAfee was the man. John McAfee, yeah, didn't John McAfee, the original McAfee was good, and then it just turned into, I remember that was the last antivirus software I ever used. So what I did is I had that laptop, that Sony Vaio I showed you. That thing was a fucking beast, dude. I used that for years. Probably about 10 years I used that thing. Maybe not 10 years. Maybe like 7. But I remember I don't even remember why I put McAfee antivirus on there. And I put it on there. And for some reason, all of a sudden, I didn't want to pay for it. So I tried to uninstall it. And then all of a sudden, I just couldn't get access to the internet for some reason. I just could not access the internet. Now, Bobby at the time was working in IT. So I was like, can you help me out with this? And what it was is McAfee was like, because I didn't want to use their services, basically holding me hostage to re-download their or activate their fucking antivirus so I could access the internet again.
Was she good at sucking it or what?
I mean, yeah, McAfee sucked. I'll tell you that. It sucked fucking balls. But yeah, and I remember he had to actually bring the computer back to a previous state in time. Like he had to wind it back to the last update and then uninstall it. Like it was a whole process to get rid of it. I was like, never again will I use this. Yeah, it almost bricked it. This is an art piece, but it can relate to the story. Frank is the antivirus software. The other person is your grandpa's computer. Buddy, you are I know you took a shit and you got the zoomies, but you gotta relax. You gotta relax, buddy. All right. What is this I'm looking at? Oh, this link that you sent me. What is this? Frank Hassel versus Jeff on Fish Tank.
Frank, take yourself home. You can smoke in here.
Hi, Frank.
New house, Frank.
Oh, that's the video that's playing this.
What up? How's it going?
Target acquired. Don't touch my face again, or you'll be on the ground.
Oh shit!
Don't touch my face again, or you'll be on the ground.
Stop, you fucking retard! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! You're so fucking annoying. Shut the.
I almost felt bad. Can we see? I guess now that you asked nicely. Now that you asked nicely, you can see. I was just pre-watching it to see if it was worth our time. What if it was a waste? What if it was a waste of time? You'd be like, oh, thank God you didn't show it to me. Thank God.
Thanks.
Frank, take yourself home. You can smoke in here.
Time with you is never wasted. Oh, thank you.
New house, Frank.
What's up, dude?
What up? How's it going?
Target acquired. Don't touch my face again, or you'll be on the ground.
Oh shit!
Don't touch my face again, or you'll be on the ground.
Stop, you fucking retard! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! You're so fucking annoying. Shut the fuck up! Stop talking to me. Shut up, please. You're so annoying, bro. Can I slap you again?
Oh, damn. I forgot about that.
Fatty, smelly shit. Enjoy your present. Ow!
Now, I felt bad because he was beating up on Jeff for a little bit. And then, I realized that he sold fentanyl. And then he eventually got kicked off of the RV once they hit the road toward the end of Fish Tank. And he got kicked off because they found drugs on him. And he stole Luke, the other contestant's fanny pack that had not only his wallet with his ID, okay, and all his money, but also like it had his phone in there. He stole his phone and everything. And they assume he just sold it for drugs. And that's got to suck because they're in the middle of the country heading toward Nevada. And I believe Luke is not from that part of the country. So it's not like you can just hop on a plane. Like, you're going to have to drive to wherever you got to go next. So, yeah, he got stuck in Vegas. Yeah, that's fucking... So, yeah, fuck this guy. This guy, not Frank, but the one being slapped. Imagine if Jeff just stabbed him, though. He wouldn't do that.
If you don't get the fuck away from me, I swear to God, the next thing I swear to God in my fucking life, I'm going to fucking handcuffs. Get the fuck away from my fucking shit, dude.
I will say this was the most violent season as far as attacks against Frank goes. This one got a little out of hand. This guy is trouble. He is trouble. I love Frank. Yeah, he's the best. He almost pushed him out the window.
Don't touch my shit, dude.
Someone's getting attacked one of these seasons. I don't know. I think they're gonna have to change it up next time because I think the problem, this last season started off good, but it was like they had a great premise in the beginning, but they didn't know where to take it. And then I think they, from what I understand, they had to leave the house. They ended up having to do the IRL streaming because of some issue where they actually had to leave the house. I don't think that was part of the plan. I think it was I think there was an outside issue that caused them to have to leave, so they just tried to make the best of it. Scumbag for selling fent and stealing shit. No, he is a scumbag. Jeff, not Frank. This night was brutal, yeah. Jeff is not going to be suing anybody, by the way. Jeff could probably no, he's not going to sue. He ain't going to fucking sue. How? He'd have to be straight long enough to be able to get the money to get to a lawyer to then. He ain't going to sue.
I did this in the toilet earlier.
Ew.
I took a shit.
I use the thing.
Open up.
Frank, I really want to do whack you with a shovel.
Open the gay boy.
Okay. Want a cigarette, Frank?
And he put this in the toilet, by the way, and he's still putting it in his mouth. What is he doing? Why is he doing that?
Frank.
Open it.
Take it.
Open it, you little boy.
Ew.
Like that.
I do. Daddy,
like that.
give me a cigarette, man. You whack me again, I'm gonna whack you with a shovel when I get out of here.
I mean, he's pretty fucked up there. Ew, what is he doing? Why is he licking his foot? Like Bert? Ew.
I don't know if this funner face, but you're fucking get fucked. You just fucking snot rocking in the back of my fucking.
You guys smoking dope?
Fuck! Stay the fuck away from me, Frank. Please. We got to see.
Frank made him lick his boot for a cig. Oh, God. It's gross. This dude would get turned out in prison? Fuck yeah. Did they ever get normal people? No. Why would they want to get normal? Actually, the last season was normal people. Jeff was one of those freeloaders that they brought in to fuck with people. So Job was a freeloader. Obviously, Frank's a freeloader. These are the people they brought in, but the rest of them were all normal. They all thought they were on a reality show. The outlier, of course, was Bert, who is clearly has issues. But you had everyone else, all the girls and everything. They were all normal people. But it goes to show just how not normal people are, you know, and how easy it is for them to just devolve into some sort of degeneracy. And they were also older. Like if you go, the season 2 people were like all in their 20s. This group, they were mostly in their 30s. And that also gave it some little, like a bit of a different like feel to it. Like there's an extra level of desperation with this group from this season because they were all a bit older. Season 2 was fun because it was just all like, it was like a bunch of college kids fucking partying for 2 months and getting stupid. You know, it was more of a fun vibe. Yeah, there was some fucked up shit, but it was more of like a chaotic fun vibe because they were younger. When you get a group of 30-year-olds who just want to be famous and they think that this is a real reality show on Hulu, there is something a little bit more
that's how it always starts.
desperate, sick.
And later there's running and screaming.
Thank you, Bosley. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. We're back up here. We're just catching up on some things. Uncle Stinker sent in a compilation of this drug addict named Jeff being beaten up by Frank Hassel. So, see, Bert or Connor are double teaming an escort right now on YouTube. Wait, what? It's a trans escort, not lying? What? What? Is it on their channel? What is Bert's channel? What's Bert's? Hold on. Is it Bert? Isn't it like Bert Bronx? That's here. Bert Bronx. Gold Bert plus Copper Connor. Hold on a second. Bert's stream is now ending. BRB, vertical bar. And then it just ended. Wait. Where does it? Wow, they were on a BRB for a minute. Wait a minute.
I know you brought your leotards.
He's Goldberg again. I'm surprised. Hold on.
Clipping the shit out of these live streams. Please reach out to me and, send me your.
I mean, he's got a pretty good setup here. I don't know. I guess they must have helped him get himself going.
So we can upload them on this.
Because they got a good camera here. And they got some decent lighting.
Aren't able to tune into these live streams.
It's better than because we checked in on Binks. We even did a raid on her. I mean, it's just typical streamer shit. Nothing too crazy. I've seen Mizzy's reactions to previous seasons off and on. That's nothing too crazy. Bert's got the best setup out of everybody. Connor got an escort. Goldbert like Gold Dust. I think that's the kind of the bit there. Goldbert is fucking. All right. I just want to see them bring in the context of this escort.
This isn't rocket science. Go touch Connor.
He might feel weird with being live.
Very quiet though.
Literally almost 1,000 people. Holy fuck.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god. A female's here. An actual, what the fuck? I thought you were bullshitting, man. What the hell? Holy shit.
Bert seems a bit. I'm gonna be honest. I know this is a tough statement to make when it comes to Bert, but I think Bert's a little bit more. He seems a little bit more normal in a way. You know what I'm saying? He seems a little less schizo. His energy seems to be. I mean, he's weird. Don't get me wrong. I can see his eyes are still darting, but his energy levels, his schizo energy levels, is a little lower. He must be on his medication or something. I told you Alex B on his stream about Benji a little bit. Yeah. He probably afford his schizo meds. Wasn't he off his meds during the show? He might have been, yeah. Oh, he started taking his schizo meds again. Okay, that's a for sure thing. Okay. So we're not just guessing.
Okay, let me get back from. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. What the hell?
So what's going on here?
Oh, fuck me. Can't reset. What in the actual fuck?
They do help. I have a schizo friend in New York City. When he's off them, he gets confused, often lost, and thinks everyone's out to get him. Well, that's sounds about right. I can't hear what they're saying. I got the volume like cranked, so if he fucking coughs or something, we're gonna be deaf. I'm trying to understand the setup here.
Be surrounded by straight gay-leaning men. It's like the queer male dating show never ended. The gay dating show isn't a place, it was inside you all alone.
What's the setup here?
We've been on Connor too and tried to sneak a kiss on him. This has been President-elect Donald J. Trump.
Yo!
Oh. Hi there. We've been streaming all night. I'm Bert.
Connor, I know you brought your leotard. Stop teasing big guy. Oil up and show us how flexible you are. This girl is packing mad dick, by the way.
Packing mad dick. Nice. Was watching it live. Noticed the stain on her shirt.
Was she good at sucking it, or what?
Well, I mean, if she's an escort, I'd assume so. What was the stain on her shirt? Wait, what do you mean? Stain of what?
I'm sorry. What?
Hey, lady, you got an eggplant in your pants or not? What? We're dying to know.
Excuse me?
Oh, it's a love stain? What, did Connor, would she already blow Connor or something like that? Or he, whatever is this really, wait a minute, is this really a trans, is this really previous client? Oh, okay. Yes, it is, okay. You never know nowadays. You never know. There's been this new trend, side note, there's been a new trend. It's come up on my TikTok now and again, where women are now starting to get into taking testosterone because they're trying to, working out for their gains and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you're not supposed to. Stop. You're just going to turn into a dude. Stop doing that. Unless that's what you want to do. But if you're trying to get in shape to attract a man, that's not the move. Oh, you saw it all transpire? Give it a minute. It's pop out. It's pop out. The hands don't lie. Oh, yeah, you're right. The hands are a bit mannish. I can see they're got them very pronounced knuckles.
Oh dear.
Don't do wraparound.
I mean, if I'm okay with it, whatever. If she's okay
Alexa.
with it.
Wait, what's going on? What'd she say?
That's what I mean, no, and you'd never find out.
Yeah, that's a dude.
Boom.
Oh dear.
Don't do wraparound.
I mean, if I'm okay with it, whatever.
Wait, don't do wraparound. Was he referencing there? I'm getting all fucking conspiratorial over every little thing.
I mean, if she's okay
Alexa.
herself. What?
Hey, dude, looks like a lady.
Oh, reach around?
Who is this beautiful black trans woman? I absolutely love the diversity and multiculturalism you bring to this country, Bert.
Oh, do her in the butt, don't grab her,
I
don't
appreciate your dedication to the gays.
I'm not black.
Thank you
I'm
for
not
your
black.
service.
I'm not black. I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican. Get it correct.
Wait, she's not trans either.
And I'm not trans.
Who wants to bet on how long they'll stay?
She's not
girl. Get it right.
Yo.
A what girl? Connor kept trying to tell everyone he wasn't gay, but the more he drank, a T girl. I couldn't hear over the Trump voice. But the lisperious voice he got, the more lispy his voice got. Black trans woman. I'm not black. Yeah, I guess that gives it away. I love that I'm not black. I'm Dominican. What fresh hell did I come back to? So apparently we're getting an update Uncle Stinker took us down a fish tank rabbit hole for a minute, and then we got an update. This has actually just happened in real time. Bert is doing, he's Gold Bert right now, is doing a live stream from his channel. He's doing very well in his live streaming career now. He had like 1,000 people watching, he said. And Connor, another contestant from Fish Tank, I guess brought over a trans sex worker, I think is the most progressive way to say that. And then they went to a BRB until the stream ended. And the rumor is that they double teamed. So Bert was a star. He should be doing well. Yeah, he is. He's doing well. In fact, he's got the best looking setup out of everybody else that's streaming and stuff.
Interesting. What the I'm sorry. Your name again, please?
Jalen.
Jalen. Okay. Interesting. Where are you going?
Apparently, I'm looking at the chat here. This is in real time, not in the VOD time. So apparently they were on BRB for 40 minutes and it just ended. Someone said it ended autistically. I can't believe it. And then they say the black screen is better than Mizzy's stream.
I don't know what the fuck's happening.
They got their money's worth.
I didn't really hit anything.
True. He said he had 3K people. Oh, I thought you said 1K. I'm sorry.
I look fucking ridiculous. There's beautiful female-ish in this house.
Female-ish.
But there's only one. I mean, is she for me or is she for Connor? Or are we both gonna have her at the same time? Is this like a three-way between two cisgender males and one T-girl? Interesting. Yeah.
Bert, you might not have heard Connor, but he said that you should go back there with him. He said he has something to show you.
Should I pause the stream with the BRB?
I love Bert problem solving out loud. Yeah, he is. It is great where he's like, he solves a problem like a character in a shitty made-for-TV movie. Like all of his internal thoughts turn into just exposition. Like they just all come out in real time. Fuck, the likes went up 1. He had 518 likes. Look how many likes he got. Yeah, I didn't even see. How do you see? I don't know. All right,
See
let's
what's
keep
going on.
Tyson TTS is hilarious. That is true. It is perfect for him.
I mean, okay. What's going on? Huh? Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, what guys? Should I like? I mean, I'm the only one here, and they're canoodling back there, and I don't know what's going on.
Didn't Connor like motion for him to be like, "Hey, come join us"? Didn't he? Am I mistaking that? So I think he does want him to go back. That's
He said, "Leave it going. Keep the stream along." What?
sword fight. Yeah.
Oh. Keep it on and go. No pausing. Bring camera. Do not pause. Okay, let me just quickly check to see what's going on, and I'll be right back with an update.
Yeah, you think he waved him to come hither? That's what I thought he did. He's got a gold cape and khakis. I love the khakis. His choice of pants are always like the most just they're like the most generic pants. It's either gray sweatpants or khakis. Oh, this camera. He's got a good camera. This has like an auto zoom on it. It's got face tracking. This is pretty good. Uh-oh. I can't hear. I got the volume cranked. Something's vibrating. Probably an ass vibrator, maybe. He has tech bros working for him, like 2 dudes working the stream. Oh, really? Well, he's got the money. That makes sense. He's got enough money. I mean, that's smart. He won Famous House? Oh, yeah, he fucking won Famous House, for sure. What did he get, 50K? Apparently he got nothing. Well, I don't know what he really got. But apparently, though, he did say that if he won, he was going to just give the money away because he doesn't need the money. He was just going to give the money to the other contestants. So he may have actually walked away with nothing, but I don't think he gives a shit. So he got this. True, he did get this. He didn't have this before. Oh, they're Jets homies? Oh, maybe. Vibrating starts, so I can't. Yeah, he was saying he was making like 50K a month with his businesses. This is the best post-tank content. Honestly, this is probably the best. I can't make it. Yeah, the volume is like maxed. I can't.
Wow.
So ridiculous.
Okay, so it looks like stuff's gonna transpire. So
He needs to invest in good mics. Well, he's got good mics, but he's across the room.
I'm going to
I think he's got a good mic. Didn't I see it?
We're gonna be right back to get like a bro break, and
A
we'll
bro
let you
break.
know what happens.
He's getting off. He's getting off Goldberg right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get myself together for the
bro
for the,
break.
female that's entered my apartment. So I know you guys don't.
Connor has darkness in his face. Oh yeah, yeah. There's some darkness with that dude. There's some darkness with this dude, definitely. Because especially the way, like his last couple days in the fish tank were, like he's got some problems. He's definitely got some problems. And on top of the fact, this is the crazier part that they're gonna double team a T-girl. Which, hey, it's 2024. I guess if that's what you want to go do, go nuts. But when they had the one of his last punishments there, that on his last day that broke him, was that they were fucking with him days before, where they would go and give him gay porn that he'd have to open up and look at, and then read the person's name who gave it to them as like a shout out. People were paying to give him gay porn to look at. So then the next day, I believe, he had to walk around the entire house, but it was a secret mission. He couldn't tell anybody. He was given a purse. He had to carry it around and collect all the gay porn around the house, but he couldn't tell anybody about it. And he had to stash it in his purse. So then when one of the girls were fucking with him about like, oh, what's in your purse? What's with this purse here? And he couldn't tell them. And then they end up seeing that it's all gay porn. He got really, really, really sensitive about it. So I just find that, interesting. But he does have dead eyes. That is true. Even when he is right here, the audio's mid. I don't know. Maybe. He might need to get some better stuff. I don't know. The dude looks like he's ready to turn Bert into a bottom. Connor got fired as a cop for touching a coworker's wiener or something. You know what? I did hear something about that too. So there's something. I mean, look, honestly, if that's the lifestyle that you live, just fucking own it. It's worse when you try to hide it. It's worse when you try to hide it. If I meet somebody and I find out that they just happen to be gay, hey, no problem. It's not for me. But hey, it's just your lifestyle. I don't care. The people that go out and like make it like their whole personality to be like anti-gay comes across way more sus than just a gay dude or woman. But then, because then those people, you assume, wait a minute, are you hiding something? Are you being untruthful with us? Anyway, let's see how it ends.
Pause, but I feel like I have to. I mean, yeah. So, okay.
Wait.
What? Oh, fuck. What's going on? Oh.
Mizzy called me.
Okay. Oh my god, Mizzy did call.
She called me too.
Those are, what's happening? Huh? Yeah, what?
Why does Bert look like the normal one? I don't. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part.
I'm not.
Connor must be deported not for the looseness of his anal canal, but for the boundlessness of his heathenistic degeneracy. He's got to go.
What?
Everyone knows if Bert gets a chance to bust, he's going to do it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He is a gooner. I mean, he is the definition of a gooner.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so guys, we're gonna take a little bro break, and we'll
bro
let you
break.
know what happens. Okay.
Yo, you guys play Overwatch?
And that's it. Then they just took a bro break until the stream ended. That was it. Wow. And that's it, 40 minutes. Yeah, that was... I have not seen any of Bert's streams. I don't know why it hasn't even shown up in my algorithm. Like Mizzy's stuff has and Binks' stuff has, but none of his stuff has shown up. How many has he just started, or how many has he done? Oh, he's done quite a few. Yeah, none of these have popped up in my my algorithm. I love though his fucking banner, his fucking profile picture. It's so ridiculous. He had his crazy brother on stream. Damn. His brother's wild. But, he did 12 hours New Year's Eve with his I can't watch that. I don't have the time. Another 12 hours. Dude, I got to give it to 12-hour stream here. 25-hour stream to flex on Binks. Oh, okay. So that's why looks like the stream might have cut out a couple times. Okay. There needs to be someone who can like cut up highlights of this, because there's no way I'm going to sit through 12 hours of Bert. They were longer. YouTube cuts it off at 12. Oh, I gotcha. That would make sense then, because yeah, they all seem to cut off just around 12 hours. Damn, that's wild. I'll give it to Bert though. I mean, Bert's living his best life. You know, he's streaming every day. He's famous now. He gets to be Gold Bert and dress up. He gets to goon, you know, with T-girls. I mean, hey, that's his thing. He doesn't care. The Connor thing is a little surprising, though, that he did a little tag team in there. I'm assuming. Connor had a little darkness in his eye. Connor had the darkness in his eyes the same way, like he had that horny darkness in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? People get that. Dudes will get that. That's the look. That's the look, by the way, that women see when they know that the mood has shifted. This, when they see these eyes, here, that's how they know, a woman knows, or a man, but mostly a woman knows that the mood is shifted and they're dealing with a horn dog now. Yeah, it's a wolf. Nothing but it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's wild, dude. Stinking up random rooms with his homies. Connor probably ate Bert's cummies like Destiny. I wouldn't put it past him. That's what I'm going to believe until I'm told otherwise. A wolf in wolf's clothing, true. I think that's more accurate. Well, there we go. There's something there. There was a couple things I had set aside, though, I did want to talk about. I think. I mean, I had a merch thing that we never got to, but I'm merched out right now. I really don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm fucking merched out, bro. I can't do no more merching. You gotta take a break. Let me double check. This internet bullshit really threw me off. The hangover and the internet bullshit really tossed me for a loop the last couple days, so I'm very unorganized. Was there any notes in this? No, we talked about that already. Oh, speaking of, you know what? This is actually a perfect transition because I put this aside for a while, but we didn't get around to it because I really didn't want to dive into this, but I think this fits perfectly with what we were talking about. So, I didn't know this. Speaking of a T-girl, or the trans discussion, so a while ago, hold on, let me scroll through this because I know I'm on Twitter, so it could get a little spicy. This was from a while ago, but I remember this kind of went viral. I kept seeing clips of it, but I was just over it. This was before the election. And it was this, I have inertia, yeah. I just can't deal with it no more. Like that line in Always Sunny, I'll grape you until the room stinks. I believe it's from the show. I've never seen it. Stream's cutting in and out for you. Anyone? My stream is fine. My stream, that's a you problem. We are solid across we're in the green zone. We are solid. I'm looking at all the destinations. Yeah. For some reason, your voice sounds high. What the fuck is wrong? I don't know. That's a you problem. My shit's good for right now. Don't scare me like that. I mean, what you said? My voice is high. Does it kind of sound
like this? Is this what it sounds like? I think
there's something wrong with
your internet. If this is what you're hearing, there might be something wrong with your internet.
Twitch is being fucking weird. I know. Actually, it might be a Twitch thing because I know Motorcycle had mentioned something about it. It's still 14 days until the inauguration. I'm already tired of hearing about Trump. Oh, I know. So I don't bring this up as a political discussion, but I bring this up because we were talking about trans, right? And I saw this clip. 4 more years and never again. Yeah, that's it. Then we're done. I was about to text you to put the voice mod higher, but yeah. No, I got it. Okay, I'm on kick. It's fine. Yeah. So anyway, I saw this clip a while ago. You may have seen this too. It was a clip of I hate the player on Twitter though, by the way, because it's either full screen or nothing. You don't get like a theater mode or anything like that. You just have to zoom in on it. So there was this clip of Ben Shapiro doing some I don't know, he's doing some debate, but it was rapid fire. It was he was speed debating or something. This was from a while ago. I know this is old. Okay? But I remember I saw this clip go crazy, and this is I was already burnt out. I never watched the full video. It's one of these Jubilee videos, which is all it's all clickbait fucking grifting. But I remember I saw this. I saw a clip of this on TikTok, and I was like, something's odd about this conversation, but I'm so burnt out about politics, I don't even want to get involved in this. And then I found out what it was that felt odd about this conversation, and then it makes total sense. Okay, so I'm gonna play this. Understand, I don't care about the politics that's involved here. I don't care about whatever they're talking about. I think both these people sitting at this table are very, very irritating. So there are no winners. But I just want you to take a look. This clip, yeah, I think some of you guys have probably seen it. I mean, this clip alone has 4.5 million views, and the original one, God only knows. The backwards chair is just, so again, I'm not going to comment on their arguments. I'm going to comment on the presentation, and I'm going to comment on the attitude, okay? That's what we're going to focus on. I don't care about the actual arguments. Just to be clear. So let's just take a look at it. But I found out later why this appeared so odd to me. Yeah, cool guy for sure. Oh, well, you wait about that.
First question, can men get pregnant?
Men cannot get pregnant.
Okay, awesome. So,
Definitionally.
Okay. Do men experience SA? Sexual assault?
Sure.
When he said that, I was thinking like SA, like he was like Spanish, like, what do you experience? SA? Anyway.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
I want you to look at that face real quick. I want you to look at that face.
Do men experience SA?
Just
sexual assault?
Sure.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
I just hate the attitude that's being exuded here. I don't like Ben Shapiro either, just to be clear. So we're all on the same page. But there's just something about this attitude. The attitude of this guy screams to me character from a daytime television made-for-TV movie that's standing up on the soapbox ready to put the villain in their place. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting, by the way.
What about the existence? Do you mean women who believe that they are men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
So my other question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or form?
I like that the fact that he asked him a question. I don't remember what the question he asked him. He asked him a question. Ben Shapiro's kind of confused him, like, what do you mean by the question? He's like, I'm going to ask you another question. And now the wheels are starting to fall off on this thing. The wheels fell off, I think, as soon as this guy turned the seat around backwards, like he's AC Slater. But I think now is when the wheels are starting to fall off. Sitting on his chair backwards like a youth pastor trying to be cool. Yeah, that's it. See Ben and Destiny arguing after they both take their morning stimulants and inhale helium. You know what was really depressing is they did debate each other, and it was the most milquetoast discussion ever. Who's the second guy? Seems kind of dumb. I don't know. Don't know who the second guy is. Doesn't matter. Just is this Fraggle Rock?
I'm going to need more specifics on what you mean by white
Well, here,
supremacy.
let me give it to you then.
Sure.
Let me give it to you.
I'm a transgender man.
Okay.
Okay, he's a transgender man. I never made it to that part of the video. And now it clicked. I was like, oh, I get it now. I get the demeanor now. I get it. And I'll explain why in a minute. But just.
I've experienced SA.
Okay.
And abortion rights affect me directly. So if we're talking about the American dream that you live.
Dramatic chair turn. Yes. Now, I never made it to, I never saw that clip when it was cut up in like TikTok format months ago. So I just thought, it was like, who is this fucking tool bag? How is it possible for you to make me dislike you more than Ben Shapiro? How is that possible? And it's not because they're trans, but it's because of their demeanor. And then I realized they're overdramatic because men, it's disgusting when you see a man become overdramatic. It really is. There's something gross about it. But he's not a man. Well, I mean, he is, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's spent most of his life not as a man. Okay? And so there is that woman instinct in there of just the emotional demonstration. And now it's just like, it makes so much sense. You don't understand. This made me feel like, you ever have like a memory and then all of a sudden you realize the memory you have is wrong. Like you get a different perspective on it and you're like, oh my God, I went all my life thinking this happened because of this, but really this happened because of this other thing. This was this moment for me. This blew my mind. Boom, got him, canceled. Emotional dysregulation. Yeah, and that's a woman thing. I understand that they're a trans man now, but they weren't always man. And so, you can't, they still got that dog in them. You know what I'm saying? They still got that dog in them.
Why don't I have access to that? Because there's no legislation, in the history of America that legislates a man's body, so why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
I'm not interested in what your genitalia are.
Clearly you are. I mean, it's all over everything you make, buddy. I'm sorry. I hate to say it to you, but
I think you can read on my face that I
obsession
radically
you
am
guys
not.
have.
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking about
No,
abortion,
I don't. I mean, you can present it here, but in most of the content that you have, you attack my community constantly. And you don't even realize, guys.
So anyway, so the rest of this doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. But I always it was the beginning of that, which it was like, oh, I've had arguments with women very much like this. We've all been, as a man, or maybe even as a woman, you had an argument with a woman before, and you're like, they just start to steamroll because they get all worked up as a woman does, and they just start, and you're just like, I don't even know where to start with this. I don't know where to start with this, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening. They still got that dog in them right now. That's all. So that's just that was something I had. I think fits. I've been sitting on that for a little bit. Since before the holidays, and I just was like, when is the topic of trans people ever going to come up? And I was like, there we go. That's the perfect one. We have penises. Just shout it to the world. It's like a freshman theater student giving a monologue. Yes, it really was. It really was. It's like, the way he said it to Ben Shapiro was very reminiscent, though, that he has a penis was similar to like in Meet the Parents, when he's like, well, I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Like, it was like very much so like, let's go back to that. When does he say it?
Give it to you, Ben.
Sure, please.
So
got that dog in him and a face like a deputy dog. They did a good job making her into a man. I mean, honestly, they did a phenomenal job. Yeah, whoever the surgeons and the doctors were to help with this transition, because if I were to meet this person on the street, I would straight up think that was a baby-faced dude.
I'm a transgender man.
Okay.
I've experienced SA.
Okay.
And abortion rights affect me directly.
I just don't like. I don't like the facial expressions, because this seems a little bit like this is what gives you the theater. This makes it feel like you're putting on a front. So I don't know how long they've been a man, and maybe they've been. And look, no shade to trans people. If that's the way you feel you gotta live your life, go for it. I ain't gonna stop you. Go nuts. Go nuts. I don't care. But let's just be real here. Like there seems to be a little bit of a put on. Sometimes a little bit of a fake it till you make it type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just the vibe I get. Yeah, it seems a little disingenuous, might be a little harsh, but yeah, there's something there that's just. Then he's trying to get Ben in an aha moment. Yeah, I mean, that's what all these videos are at the end of the day. And by no means am I going to defend Ben Shapiro, but it's just.
So, if we're talking about the abortion rights affect me directly. So, if we're talking about the American dream that you live, why don't I have access to that? Because there's no legislation, in the history of America that legislates a man's body, so why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
Yeah, I got a vagina. I got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? That's the same vibe I get. That's the exact same vibe I get. Anyway, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable with this topic, but let's just face facts. Like, that's the vibe we're getting. Not this. This is not the vibe we're getting. Let me close out of Photoshop. But that's the vibe we're getting. I found a clip of them. Who? Let's see. Droopy dog.
Oh, all you happy people, you know what? I'm the hero.
There is a little bit of a droopy dog vibe going on here. There is a little bit of a droopy dog vibe. It is. But yeah, this is and they are the hero. Yeah. I mean, they are the hero on this. I don't think there's anything we don't need to spend any more time on this. But you get my point. when I saw that, because you got to remember, and you probably do, because it wasn't that long ago, the inundation we had for like a couple months straight of just politics. And it was just like, this was one of those clips going around, and I'm like, I don't want to see someone argue with Ben Shapiro, and they seem like a theater kid. I don't want to deal with it. And then it just made sense. I was like, oh, no, they're really playing a bit of theater there. They're having to do a little... Anyway. All right. I want to talk shop with that dude. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this dude's like what they do for a living. But I doubt that they are working with their hands. I mean, here's the problem too. Is like when you present yourself that way, like I know you're technically like a protected class, but like you really just want to make fun of them because they're just, but it's tricky too because you don't want to come across as like transphobic or something, but it's just like, you go through the screenshots of this and you're just like, as much as I don't like this man, this one's not doing a great job either. It just, it's a rock and a hard place, you know? Anyway. Well, we got that. Do the chair flip again. Oh, I just closed it. Hold on. I'll get it back. The chair flip was a little much. Actually, you know what? Let's find the full one because I hate the Twitter stuff and I gotta be careful because you never know if an OnlyFans girl is gonna be underneath showing her tits. What was that? It's probably gonna be easy to find. Jubilee Ben Shapiro. Oh yeah, it's the first thing that popped right up. Oh, here. Oh, we get the build up on it. Okay. Oh. There's a race too. There's a race to get to the seat. All right, hold on. There's a race to get to the seat. As someone with autism, I struggle with authenticity. I can understand that. I feel, believe it or not, by the way, speaking of autism, I may later this year, one of my things I'm working on is health. Like I haven't been to a doctor in a while, like as like a checkup. I got to go to a dentist soon. I haven't been in a while. No, I don't have any pain or nothing. I just got to, go do the checkup thing. I haven't done that in a couple years. COVID really kind of fucked that up. And then there's a few other things that I wanted to get tested for. And autism is one of them because there's a few things I've been inundated. Another thing I've been inundated with is autism TikToks. See, TikTok seems to know me maybe more than I know me because for the longest time, for the past 6 months, they were sending me videos like from alcoholics. Maybe suggesting that we gotta tone it down. And then now they're sending me a bunch of like autism tips. And I don't like to be one of these people that just say I got an issue and just run with it. Like I want to get tested. But there are some things where it's like, maybe there is a little bit of tism going on here. He's going to start wearing shorts. Me? No, I'm not a shorts guy. I wear them to the gym. That's about it. So once you find out you have autism, Melvin, what are you going to do about it? Well, no, because I think if you find out that you have it, then you can find methods of dealing with certain issues that you run into. So it's not a thing of like just to put it as a victimhood thing. But it's like, okay, if I have this problem, maybe, like when I found out years ago that I have like ADHD to an extent, it made so much sense. And now there's things I do in my life to deal with it. Like I can't do like a normal thing. I can't do some stuff I can't do normally, right? I have to work around it. And now that I know that that's an element there, I can find ways to work with it. Like, for example, I am one of the ADHD or ADD, whatever the fuck it's called, which I was tested for. Technically, we went to a doctor, did all the thing. Is out of sight, out of mind. If it's not out, I don't know it's there. Like, that's why I keep things, my life gets super cluttered, because I always have to have things. Like, I'm not a messy person, by the way. Like, I do clean my house, I do vacuum, but I'm very cluttered, because if I don't see it out, I forget that it's there, I lose it, I can't find it. That's like one of the little things. That's not the core reason that got me there. I mean, there's also the thing of like, just feeling like I want to jump out of my own skin if I have to sit down and focus on like a task for fucking any long amount of time. So things like that. You got it, bro. Fucking sped. Wait, what is this? What's the test? I'm going to start wearing t-shirts. I just found something disturbing when I looked up Tom McDonald. Oh, his whole life's disturbing. Tell them about Jim Pembry. What's the test? I don't know what the test is. I don't know. I'm going to go to a doctor and see if they have a test. I don't know. Oh, that's what his shirt's going to say. ADHD is part of the autism spectrum, is it? That's it. The ADD and ADHD is spectrum shit. Oh, is it? I didn't know. So it's Asperger's? I don't know. You got it, bro. Fucking sped. Look at them rambling. They don't call it Asperger's anymore, though. They call it high-functioning autism. But I don't know. I mean, there's just little things of like, growing up, I remember, this was always something that stood out to me, is like, I had to teach myself to socialize. I know that sounds crazy, but I had to. I had to at a very, I had to make a big effort in junior high. Like, I had to go out of my way, because I would just be, like, when you're a kid, it's easy to have friends. You just do kid shit. And you're just kids. But then all of a sudden people develop personalities, and you have to understand, like, how to navigate that. And you have to understand, like, I don't know. It was like a project. I'm like, I need to understand how to maintain friends. And I remember it was like in the 7th or 8th grade, I had to like, that was something that I forced myself to do. Cause it's like, well, wait a minute. Cause all of a sudden I go to junior high and all the kids that I hung out with, I never talked to. And I'm like, well, what happened? Like, when I see them, we're good, but it's like, what am I missing? And the biggest thing that I was missing is I didn't understand that I actually have to initiate conversation. Like, I didn't realize that you don't just show up and people just come around you. So I was like, oh, well, how do I do that? I didn't even know how to do that. So I had to like go out there and figure that out. And then toward the end of high school, I had to do that with girls. I was like, well, I don't understand how this works. Like, how do you try? It was like trial and error type of thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I had to break it down piece by piece by piece. And I had to like, anyway, so I just thought that was like a normal thing. And then I watched something, and maybe it is, I don't know, I could be wrong. But then I watched something recently that kind of went over that, and I was like, maybe, is that autism? Am I autistic? Am I in my late 30s just finding out I may be autistic? And where that'll help me is like, well, maybe there's, if that's the case, then I can find coping mechanisms for certain things that I struggle with. Maybe there's certain things I struggle with that are related to autism. So it's all in an effort to better assimilate as a normal individual, which is the goal when you go and you figure these things out. It's not just to label yourself as autistic or fucking neurodivergent or whatever the fuck it is. and just have a special fucking label on yourself so no one can criticize you. That's not the idea. The idea is for you to find different ways to help you assimilate into society. So, I like this. This is a wholesome self-discovery and understanding serenity. GGT money. A lot of us are and probably not diagnosed because everybody did that shit back then or knew how to handle it, but now they can catch it by age 4 or 5. Maybe. I don't know. I just... So, anyway, that was... So, I don't even know how we got onto this. Was it Creep from Outer Space said that they're autistic or something? But yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, maybe they're... And I understand the meme is that autistic people like Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I can give you a pretty strong argument on why it's the best video game ever. But don't think it's not lost on me that maybe that there's some other correlation there. I mean, I'm not afraid to admit that, even though that I can structure a strong argument as to why it's the best. And there was a period of time I did like trains as a young child, so I understand that. My kids like Sonic over Mario. Well, I mean, I don't blame them. They are the best, but you're into Sonic, but how much do you look at pregnant Sonic? Never. So I'm not that autistic. We're not that far. That's the real test. Yeah, I think it has to do with all the bright, fast colors. There's something there. I like the attitude. I like a cool guy attitude. He's got a cool attitude. He's got a kind of like a rebel attitude. I'm always fascinated by rebellious people growing up. That was a big thing. It was like rebellious people or rebellious groups. I was always, and especially if they were more of like an underdog. I was always fascinated by that. And, like I was never like into like the most popular thing. Yeah, the edgy rebel. I love that idea. I love that and the of course I grew up at a time, you know, in the what was it? Like I think I was in junior high in like 98, 99. So you're talking about in that period, and that was like peak, hey, it's cool to not give a shit, so don't give a shit about nothing. And then the things I would care about is like, you know, like the underdog stuff. Like that's why I liked, like it was always the things I super got into were always the things that were like competing with a larger thing. I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of a couple of examples. So I know like I liked the Sonic franchise, and I know in '99 it was not on the top of the world. It was everyone was talking about the Nintendo 64 wrongfully, but they were talking about it, and I was like, no, this is where it's at. Like I would always back the underdog. You know, set the second place horse. I would always be like, no, this is what I want. Or even in music, you know, I got into like, I like the, like, I like ICP and stuff or Esham and stuff. That's like, no, I know Eminem's cool and I like Eminem and everything, but you gotta dig a little deeper. You gotta get into like the real shit. This is the real stuff. This is the real stuff. You got to get into this. And I got like super into, because it was like and it was like an underdog. You're rooting for their success in a way, you know, it's more fun that way. I remember when I was on the road all the time, when I was working, you know, I'd be driving for a living and my whole life was just my only serenity that I would ever have in peace was when I was in the car traveling to my next destination. And I was able to listen to the radio and escape in my brain for a while. And I remember that's why I liked the like Opie and Anthony over listening to Howard Stern. Howard Stern's a good show, don't get me wrong. But I just like that when there's that peak competition between the two things, I want to go after the underdog. I want to support the underdog. It was a better show. In all opinion, it's a fucking better show. You know, and so there's other examples. I'm just pulling some out of my ass. But you know, that's just always the thing I liked. On my way home was my place. I loved the drive. So yeah, it was great. PlayStation was the GOAT. No, it wasn't. So if you dislike authority and only like to follow your own directions, you might be autistic. Is that the case? I don't know. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not making that leap. I'm just saying that those are the things that I liked. Autistic people tend to not like rules and not follow them. I do not like rules. I don't like to follow rules. I don't like to be told what to do. That was my whole, like when I was like 17 to like 20. I think when I turned 25 was like a real like awakening of like, oh wait, no, you can't go around just doing whatever the fuck it is that you want. Like that was the big thing of like, no, I just wanted, live for the moment, do whatever. This isn't one for one the case, Melvin, but it's common for autistic folks to be that way, though not all autistic people have that trait. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying that I am. By the way, I'm not self-diagnosing myself. I've seen enough stuff, and I've looked at my own behavior where I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should talk to a doctor about that. Maybe we should go, and that's about it. Did you wet the bed till you were 14? No. I think when I was younger, when I was a young kid, I did. But that was like when my parents had divorced and everything, and there was some dysfunction there. But I probably stopped doing that when I was like, I want to say like 10 was like the last time that I could even remember. I could only remember like, and it wasn't frequent. So it wasn't like an every night thing. It wasn't one of those types of things. But I think maybe I was like 9 or 10, something like that. I was like the last time. And then never again. There's been many times, even as an adult, I've woken up to those near misses. You know what I'm talking about? Where you have a dream and you have to pee so bad, and in the dream you're looking for a toilet to pee in, and you finally find it. You got all this shit that's in the way you're trying to get to, but you finally get to the bathroom, and you open your fly, you're getting ready to go pee, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, wait a minute. I didn't go yet, did I? And you're like, no, I didn't. All right, I got to go to the bathroom right now. And I did it. That's happened to me numbers of times over the last couple decades. But yeah, ever since, I think I was probably like 9 or 10 was the last time it ever happened. On my 30th birthday, I pissed my pants because I had a dream I was peeing in the shower. Just wake up pissing. Now, I have not waked up to pee. Did you hurt or kill small animals? No, I could never do that. I would never be able to do that. I was holding a little Dunkachino earlier, and he was in like a good mood, and I was leaving. I was about to leave the house, and I was holding him. I was giving him little pets and stuff, and I was like, oh, he's so lovable. And then I remember this thought came over my head. I'm like, don't be too rough. Don't fucking pull a Lenny and fucking kill him because he's too cute. Don't kill him because he's too cute. So no, I never would do that. I have pets. I've killed animals to feed them. That don't matter. Oh, I've never done that. I've never had an interest in doing that. I mean, a bug. I'll kill a bug, but I've never killed, or a fish. I've killed a fish. You catch it, it's dead, But that's it. Should I write in my Mortal Kombat notebook? Wait, what? I've had layers of dreams of waking up to pee and finally start peeing in my dreams, but I never actually go. I don't think I've ever had a dream that I can remember where I actually went. It was always like right before and I would wake up. One time I think I had like 5 layers before I finally woke up to pee in real life. One of my friends is an alcoholic and he pees his bed sometimes. He also hangs with ladies and they try to keep up and they piss his bed a lot too. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like I don't want... So when I made the decision for this year to be like, hey, you know what? I think we're just going to cut out the drinking. It's not necessary. It's not adding any, like if we look at how things in my life either add credits or debits, it was starting to take more debits than add credits, you know? It wasn't all debits, but we were getting more debits, and mainly because the recovery was taking longer. How I felt was kind of, and it wasn't blackouts. It wasn't blackouts because I would remember it, but I'd wake up the next day and it would be a little like, wait, what happened? And then it would slowly come together, and I'd remember almost all of it, but it took me a minute, and that scared me. And I'm not talking about like, oh, we knocked back fucking 10 shots. No, I'm talking like maybe 2 seltzers and a shot type of thing. Like it wasn't a lot. And when I'm not talking back to back. I'm talking over a period of time. And I'm like, why am I waking up so fucking out of it like that? And I'm like, that's not good. That's not a good thing. So that happened like 2 or 3 times. And then I was like, yeah, this isn't worth it. Like there was one time we were here and a bunch of us were filming wrestling promos. And sometimes people loosen up and they want to do like a shot or something. That's fine. So we brought it out. And I think I did we were working on them till fucking like 1, 2 in the morning. In that amount of time, I probably had I don't know, 3 shots. And we're talking like in 5 hours. And then I woke up the next day and I was kind of like, what did we all do? Like, what was it? And I'm like, that is way too little for that type of feeling. That doesn't feel right. So, it was the bed of curse. I wasn't even there to piss my bed. Who the fuck pissed my bed? You have a cursed bed. Another heartwarming, wholesome revelation by Melvin Troy. Yeah, it is. Well, see, this is all part of Project Melvin. You start learning things about yourself. And you start... Those drinking nights when you have to trace your steps to see what you did and what's a dream are the worst. Yeah, and years ago, not even years ago, less than a year ago, if I did that, I knew that it was like, oh man, I probably had like fucking 10 shots. I probably finished almost a pint of liquor or something like that. It was like one of those rough nights. But now you're telling me after like a couple drinks? I don't know. It freaked me out. I just didn't like it. So I'm like, nah, I don't think so. And then just the recovery time, you know, like to recover from New Year's, it took me until fucking really, it took me until fucking yesterday. Since New Year's, like it's too long. It's too long. You can't be going out like that. It's just not worth it. I'm too busy. I got too many things I want to do. So I made that decision. But then, this is my point. But then I started seeing stuff that also supported it. Number one is, it was in the news, here we're bringing it into current events, that apparently alcohol could cause cancer. I don't know how to spell alcohol. Alcohol, cancer. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard about this. So they're pushing, the Surgeon General is pushing now for them to add labels about cancer risks. I once did several keg stands at a keg party in the woods while in high school, puked all over myself, blacked out, and walked to my sister's with my eyes closed. See, that same person I was talking about was drinking with a girl, and he made her mad and passed out, and she put a cigarette out on his forehead right in between his eyes. God damn. Or eyebrows, whatever. I get what you mean. That's pretty ruthless. They've been saying that for years. This isn't new. Liver cancer? I've never heard it before. Oh, yeah, the recovery is a bitch in our old age. I used to be able to drink till near death and sleep a few hours and wake up the next day ready for work. Now I drink, I need a few days to recover. Yeah, and this is the kicker. Like, the New Year's recovery took me that many days, and all I drank was high-quality, straight liquor. Now, again, I didn't finish a fifth. I know, I counted, and I verified with people that were there. Just in case I forgot or blacked out, which I did. Which is also scary because it's like, I didn't drink enough to black out. I drank way more last year and didn't black out. Why did I lose part of that at New Year's? That was like, that really solidified the deal for me. I was like, woof. What happened here? But anyway, but yeah, so because of that, I don't have all those additives and all that other bullshit that kind of like, you know, fuck with your stomach and everything. Never heard it before. That shit is decades old. It's coming. Which way are you going to take it? I'm trying for prostate. Oh, cancer? One that won't cripple me. I want, if it's going to happen, I just need it to happen quick. Just fucking make it quick. I don't want this thing where you linger forever. I don't want a stroke either. Don't do that. I don't want to be a vegetable. Just fucking take me out. But yeah, so I heard about this. There's a risk. So they're saying the risk of cancer increases with levels of alcohol consumption. The Surgeon General's report estimates that alcohol-related cancer will develop in about 10 out of every 100 men that consume less than 1 drink per week. 11 of every 100 who average 1 drink daily, and 13 who consume 2 drinks daily. Well, my average, I don't drink every day. It would be like a once a week. Well, in my peak, if 2023 was a big drinking year, only followed up from like 2000, and I think another big drinking year was like 2000. I think 2014 was a big one, and 2014 was big. 2014 and 15, it kind of blended together, but that was like a big year and a half. 2023 and 2000. No, I would say pretty much, you know what? Let's be real. It really was 2013. It was really 2013 until 2016. It was a good 3-year run that was pretty heavy drinking. And then stopped for the most part, or cut it down immensely. Next to nothing. And then 2023, we were back at it pretty strong. So that was, but even then, we were probably in the 2, if you average it out, 2 drinks a day category. There are now cancer vaccines and creams and shit, really. Anytime your body repairs itself, there's a chance it could turn into a cancer. So the more damage to your liver from drinking, the more it has to repair itself, so the higher chance of cancer forming there. Makes sense. I thought vaccines cause nitro super cancer or something. I'm getting a bunch. That's autism you're thinking of. Get all the vaccines. It will strengthen your autism. Melvin, you should road trip to my house with a U-Haul, stream the whole event, and then buy a bunch of stuff from me to resell. I swear I'm not grifting or ripping you off. Content, Melvin. Content. I don't know about that. That's a little bit much. I don't know if I have time for that in my schedule. But yeah, so anyway, that was... So I seen that, and then... Oh, this was the other thing. And this was rolling around in my head for the last few months as well. Was... You know Wendy Williams? Wendy Williams is a fucking nut, right? Wendy Williams is a fucking, like, she doesn't even have a show anymore, right? She's off TV. And she is a massive alcoholic. Oh, wow, there's actually like a video that just came out, one of these YouTube videos. Domination to Dementia, the tragic demise of Wendy Williams. We're not going to watch this whole thing. But like, yeah, she's permanently incapacitated from dementia. She has alcohol dementia, like, because you don't sleep, and you're more prone to dementia from when you have good sleeping throughout your life. If you don't sleep well throughout your life, you're more prone to dementia. But if your alcoholism will fuck with your brain enough that it'll give you dementia as well, in combination to all the other problems. But she was just a massive alcoholic, and that is my biggest fear. Is I don't want to lose my mind. I don't want to lose my mind. You know, people... Like, I understand. Like, that is so scary. That's why Robin Williams took himself out. He was gonna... I think he had Parkinson's, and he didn't want to face that. Hunter Thompson was gonna lose his mind. No surprise there. He took himself out. Like, I don't want to lose it. So for this thing that's in my life to what? Ease any social anxiety when I'm out doing something? I'm good. We could drop that. He had Tourette's too, drove his career. Who? Robin Williams? Was that for real or was that a joke? I've heard that joke before, but I didn't know. Yeah, she was a giant cokehead. Yeah, and typically coke or meth butt up against alcohol too. Like, because that's what keeps you going. It's like, well, you want to bounce back from the recovery. Well, just, do some coke. You can drink longer. Or do some meth, and then you're up for days. And you can drink as much as you want. It's not a joke. Watch his work. I've watched his work, but I understand, like, I have Tourette's, but usually stress and anxiety activated. We learn a new slit bit every day. Wait, what did we miss? Hold on, let me go back up. Take Bobby and Stinker with you. Did I ever see Wendy Williams passing out? Yeah, I've seen that. Funny part is if I had $10K and put him in a hotel and paid for his travel, he would have done it. That is insane, though. Wait. What is insane? Oh, Shaggy still had to stop by a Build-A-Shed? Wait. Shaggy still had to stop by to build a shed. Maybe Melvin would take the deal. Wait, what? I'm confused by what you're talking about. Tourette's isn't always swearing. No, I know. Like Ethan Klein from H3H3 has Tourette's. It's physical. Like, I know. Yeah, body tics and stuff. Just call someone a fucking asshole mid-sentence. Mess it up. Shaggy told Slit if he gave him $10K and flew him out. Shaggy told Slit if he gave him $10K and flew him out and housed him, he would build a shed for Slit. Oh, all right. I was so lost in what you guys were fucking talking about. I think you were talking about giving me $10K. I was like, what are you talking about? No, the joke was I asked. Yeah. Uncle Stinker explained it to me now. I didn't understand. You guys were using pronouns, and I just couldn't follow the conversation because of the pronouns. It was too crazy. It was insane. You guys are insane. Not making any sense. I'm trying to think. Where were we? Oh. Let's go back. Let's wrap up a thought that we had so we can move on. I want to move past this point, but I remember we started on something, and I want to wrap up this idea. So I don't even know how we got onto this. Oh, we started talking about autism, and then we just went off the rails here. But we were talking about, we pulled up this video here with the trans man and Ben Shapiro, and I never saw the whole thing. I saw that clip I saved, and that was like a light bulb moment. Like, oh, what is this? And then now we have this. So I just want to see I want to see like how this conversation started. I want to see the energy. And he did the mad dash to get to the seat too. I'm trying to think what that reminds me of, where it's like, was it George Costanza? Was it George Costanza when there's a fire? Like he's running for that seat. Yeah, he's running for that seat like George Costanza when there's a fire at like a children's party, and he pushes all the kids out of the way to run. I'm not going to be able to get out of my neighborhood. The chair turn. Oh, it's cold as shit and snowed. Now it's raining. Well, call out. Call out, dude. Or just come in late. You know, that was, I always knew it's like, well, I'm just going to be late today. If I couldn't take the day off, I was like, bro, don't even get at me for being late. If you're gonna fire me for being late, then you were gonna fire me for anything at that point. So, anyway, let's take a look at this chair turn. Yeah, because you wanted to see the chair turn. I wanted to see the lead up. George pushes everyone out of the way. Such a great. I know this is basically the modern version of that, where he's gonna push all these other people out of the way. It's like, no, I need to yell at Ben Shapiro next. Let me yell at Ben Shapiro. I don't know who can watch this. An hour 40 of all these people yelling at Ben. I can't. I love conflict, but this would be too unhinged. I could not sit through this as a viewer. I could not sit through this. This is misery. Tell your work to buy you a Lyft or Uber. There you go. I saw a video the other day that was Seinfeld isn't as good as you remember, so I watched some old episodes, and yes, the fuck it is. Oh, no, I've watched it. I when I had Netflix for a while, I was watching. I think I made it up to season 3. This was back in October or so. It's good. It's still good. In fact, as I'm an older adult, I get more now because I watched it when I was younger. Oh man, George got me. Oh, here's the chair turn.
Well, okay, we're gonna take.
Here's the chair turn. Look at that. Look. All right, you ready for? Like, it's like he already pre-planned this. Like he knew. He was like, all right, look out, Ben, because he knows he's got a trump card stashed away because he's trans. I didn't even know. He very passing. Congrats. But he's like, all right, let's see here. Some of the Festivus stuff was real from one of the writers. His dad was a loon. I had heard that, yeah. Hey, watch this. There it is, female cop. So what was this? He just debates random people. So the idea is Ben Shapiro sits at a table. I saw Destiny do one of these, and I couldn't even watch that. It was pretty unhinged. But basically, they sit at a table, and they get people of the opposite ideology to yell at them or to argue. So you have this whole circle of people. So this is Ben Shapiro. So my assumption is all these people are left-leaning, right? And they all want to debate him and yell at him and do whatever they're going to go do. And it makes for great clips. I mean, that's how I found it. I mean, this video's got 14 million views. I mean, they're doing all right. Yeah, here's the Destiny one. I watched the Destiny one. I made it halfway, and I had to turn it off. It was just like, I can't. That one has like 5 million views. Oh, it looks like Tiny Face, Charlie Kirk also did one. That one's got 25 million. Jesus, that's a big one. But this is how I feel when chatting in a stream. Every time I send a chair turn. But instead we watch Ben Shapiro argue with unhinged folk. We could be watching this stuff. What is it? It better be good. Exploring the arcane side of history. Yeah, no, I would rather watch this. So, yeah, let's watch the chair turn. We live in such an odd dystopia. It's not as scary as books and TV have said. It's just really fucking stupid. I'm almost positive he just put an old shirt he had on or someone sent to him. What are you talking about, the chair turn guy? There's a YouTube there's a YouTube channel that tests out his different shotgun slugs, and he shoots at a mannequin with a bulletproof vest on it with a t-shirt over it. Well, the mannequin had an old Seinfeld K-Man shirt, so I looked it up online, and that shirt he's shooting at sold online for $200. Damn. Well, that's what you're talking about then. So watch as he does the chair turn. This is Creep from Outer Space every time he sends a chat. Just think of this. Okay. Looks like they had a constructive conversation. And then it's like, this is Creep from Outer Space. Whenever he sends something in the chat.
Well, okay, we're going to take this chair. Look at that.
Oh, man. Here's ready. All right, who's ready for a Creep from Outer Space chat? Looks like a casting couch situation. He almost fell. If you notice, though, I did notice this, that chair is not meant to be sat in backwards, but he wants to fucking AC Slater this situation so much, he almost fell backwards. Look. Watch.
Wow, okay, we're going to take this chair.
Look, he almost, you can see he almost fell. Like he had to catch himself. He's like, whoa, hey, this is not going the way I thought. My ass is just a little too fat for this little chair. I guess it's not really made to AC Slater this. I'd pay a lot to watch everyone here run a train on old Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Like a bro.
Yeah, he almost made a Mersh out of himself. This guy's name's Shane. He does look like a Shane, though. I mean, good job. Congrats. Mission accomplished. This looks like a Shane.
Oh, my friend. All right.
How's it going?
Let's break open
first question, can men get pregnant?
Let's just get right into it.
Men cannot get pregnant.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh.
So
the audience shots are terrible, too. They're like, ooh, what? Men can't get pregnant, huh? Well, boy, do we got news for you, Ben. Like, they're all in on it. I wish you would have seen this. This would have made so much more sense.
Definitionally.
Definitionally, okay.
It's Chaz Bono. There is a Chaz Bono vibe there, yeah.
Do men experience SA? Sexual assault?
Sure.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
Oh, yeah? You're going to agree with me there? How about their existence? And Ben Shapiro, being the theocrat that he is trying to parse through whether or not what he means by existence. And
what about the existence?
Like you could truly see he's confused. This is probably the most confusing. I don't know. I did not watch the rest of this, but I'm assuming this is probably the most confusing thing that he's encountered.
You mean women who believe that they are men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
So my other question is, do you benefit?
Yeah, let's not answer that. Let's just ask some more questions. Anyway, why did we watch this again? Oh, we wanted to see the lead up for the chair turn. That's what it was. All right. Because I'm like, we just went over this. And I don't want to like pick on only one or the other. Because everybody in this room is hateable. Everyone. I don't know what they stand for. I don't know it, but I just hate them all. I don't like any of them. When he turns his chair again, he thinks he's cool. Oh, yeah, there is a second chair turn. You're right. I ended too early. We want to see the second chair turn.
Do men experience SA? Sexual assault.
Ben's yarmulke looks like a full-size hat on him. Honestly, it is almost approaching a beanie. That is either a very large yarmulke. I was going to say a very large lamaka, but a very large yarmulke, or he has a tiny head. Like that's what we're dealing with here. Like that almost fits on his head like Tim Pool's beanie.
Sure.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
I just don't like that face though, like that, like got you. But it is a kind of it does seem like, you know, I don't know. I'm approaching it from a normal person's point of view. So I'm just like, existence, what are we talking about? Like of course they exist. I saw one the other day. I guess I'm looking at one. How can I say that you don't exist? You're here in front of me. Unless I'm tripping on acid right now. Yo, what's going on, buddy? I've never heard of the term yarmulke before, Ben, though. Never?
That is one big pile of shit.
Yeah. I mean, this whole experience of everyone in this room is a pile of shit. No matter the opinion Ben has, even if I agree, I just want to dump his books and give him a swirly. He does. He has fucking shitty nerd kid vibe. That's the problem. Both of these people have an awful vibe. They all have an awful vibe. Ben has shitty, arrogant nerd energy that, yeah, you want to dump his book, just slap it out of his hand and give him a swirly. But this dude, This dude, you want to, and I say this not even knowing that he's a trans man, but even if he was like a man or whatever, cis man, is that the word? You'd want to call him a slur and tell him to shut up. He's got just annoying energy. Like they both suck. If you agree to be on this show, you don't pass the vibe check. True. It's just Riddle's just working, chilling. Okay, cool. We'll chill with us at work. Get paid to be here. What? That's the best thing you could do. Do you want to hear a song I found? I think Ben Shapiro would love. What is it? Him rapping with Tom McDonald? If not, we've already. If that's the case, we've already seen it.
Do men experience SA?
I don't like the way that he says SA either, meaning sexual assault. Every time I hear him say that, I keep thinking, yeah. I keep thinking that, and I keep thinking, yeah, what up, SA? What up, SA? Oh, you're just in the break room? Okay. Yo, SA, do you believe in SA?
Sure.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
That look is so terrible.
What about the existence? Do you mean women who believe that they are men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
Ooh, that's how it always starts.
Oh,
and later there's
man, we got another raid. Lotus Juggler, welcome. We're just watching something. We're trying to watch the cringiest chair turn in history. TTV Dom 69G, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. I can't even talk right now. We're not commentating on the political disagreements that are happening in this video. I could give a shit less. It's just we saw a cringy chair turn like AC Slater, and we're waiting for the second one. So that's what we're here for. We're only here for the chair turn. That's all.
Question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or form?
I'm going to need more specifics on what you mean by white supremacy.
Let me give it to you then.
Sure, please.
So I'm a transgender man.
Okay.
I've experienced SA.
There you go. That is, now I will say, as far as a chair turn, that chair turn, much better than the first one. The first one, he almost had a whoopsie-daisy. The first one, he almost did a little tipsy, like, oh, I think I misjudged this. I think this thing is not meant for me to sit in backwards. But now he had a much more successful, the second sit is a deep, deep lean. Yeah, there's definitely a deep lean here. And honestly, I think the second lean, I think this lean is a lot more, like if you're trying to exude confidence, this looks way cooler than the AC Slater, I'm going to sit. Where's the first one? Like,
Are we going to take this chair? Look at that.
Can you stay categorical? You are fake news.
Like
No.
Can you stay?
No, this is for real. I think, this one seems a little like you're trying a little too much, but when he does this other deeper lean, when he does like this one, way better. Look. See, now I hate him. Oh, I hate him too. But I hate him. Just to be clear. But I hate him here. Okay? Hate. Then don't hate. I like this. This is good. You should do more of this. Do more of the yeah. And I like the confidence. I like this whole vibe. Fucking Shane here should have been doing this the whole time. I love this vibe. He would have won me over. It's not hard to do. Could be better. Could be. Oh, wait. How's everyone? Oh, we're doing good. Internet's back up and running for the time being. Have a tech coming out on Tuesday. I think we'll be in good shape. Upgraded the internet. We're fucking killing it. It's great. Project Melvin's back on track. I'm sorry, but if you say SA instead of sexual assault in everyday life, you're a fucking moron and I don't want to talk to you. I mean, it is a little childish. Like, The reason people say SA for sexual assault is because they don't want the TikTok algorithm to hide their video. But when you're walking around in real life, guess what? There are no algorithms. You don't need to fucking censor yourself. So, yeah. Yeah, just say sexual ass assault. That's the better way to go. His name is Mr. Twister. Yeah, Seagal assault. It's a Seagal assault. Stop bowing to the Chinese government, you dumb children. True. But see, this is good. He should have started with this. Now,
okay.
Let's just go. We're just going for vibes. We're not going for the actual substance of the argument. I could care less. But just vibes. Look at the vibes now.
Abortion rights affect me directly. So if we're talking about the American dream that you live, why don't I have access to that? Because there's no legislation.
Look at this. He's winning me over now.
That legislates a man's body. So why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
Boom. Boom. Now he gets to lean it. You start in with the deep lean, then you come in with the forward lean. You know, balls of your feet type of lean. You're into it. This is better than doing this whole backwards chair thing. And then when you get in close like this, you tell him, I know I look like a man, but I got a vagina. Boom. That is it. That is mission accomplished. Argument over. Ben Shapiro 0. Shane, the trans man, 1. There you go. What about the shoulder lean? The shoulder lean would be good, but I don't think this guy does a shoulder lean. We didn't watch the whole. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I hate this stuff, but just. Oh wait, there's a little bit of a shoulder lean. What's going on? What's going on? Let's check out the shoulder lean.
It's all over everything you make, buddy. I'm sorry. I hate to say it to you, but
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking about abortion...
No, I don't. I mean, you can present it here, but in most of the content that you have, you attack my community constantly. And you don't even realize guys like me exist, who actually...
I didn't. He's right. I didn't even know. I didn't know he was a trans man. He had me fooled. He had me fooled for months until we came across this clip. All right, buddy. Come on. But is there any more leans? Do we have any more leaning? Oh, yeah, he's doing a little bobbing and weaving here. Let's doing this. He's doing he's looking at his eyes. They would talk about their favorite brand tools and saw blades. Oh, Chaz Bono and them would bro out so well. They talk about their favorite brand tools and saw blades. Yeah. I get my period while smoking my I'm smoking my own steaks. I'm a man. That guy, yeah. Does anyone really care about this man's vajayjay? I don't. More power to him. It's not shocking that someone who clearly looks like a man has a vagina. I remember back in the day when people would talk about, what was their name? Was it Buck Angel? Was it Buck Angel, the fucking bald dude, but he had a vagina, and then the whole gimmick was was that that was the one, right? That was like the joke. That's what you would do. You would go and if you go to this is a trick you'd pull. You go to someone's house, like their parents' house, and you get to use their computer and you go look up images like that and you print it out on their parents' printer and you just leave it there. Oh, God. So, yeah, this guy's not blowing me away with his concept. It's been around for a while, bro. If I had a puss, I wouldn't leave my house. He looks like the afterbirth from The Big Show. Oh, God. All right. They just mentioned Buck Angel on Legion of Skanks. Yeah, that's everybody knows about that. That was that's... I'm sure technically they'd be considered a trailblazer in that space. That was always the move. Or the fucking... You couldn't do it in the school computers because they had some sort of they do with block stuff. But you go over to someone's house. You say, oh, let me borrow your computer real quick. I just gotta check my... I gotta set my... I don't know, check... It was before Facebook. It was definitely before Facebook. What would we do? What was the excuse? AOL? You had to, let me log in, send an away message. I don't know. And then you just do that. And you just don't say anything. I remember a video seeing a woman with supposedly 2 vages. Oh, I never seen that. Lemon Party. Well, that was another classic. I'm curious to see Shane's vagina. Tell him to whip it out, Ben. I know that. Ben? What are you talking about? You should have called him out. It's like, oh yeah, I dare you. I dare to show us all. I doubt it. You look too much like a man to me. I doubt you. What did he ask him? I doubt your existence. Before Facebook, we'd have MySpace or that's what it was. MySpace. That's what we would do. Oh yeah, let me log into MySpace. Check my messages. Did you get DMs? I would get DMs anyway. I don't know. I remember on Howard Stern's show they had a woman who you could smoke her vagina like a bong. She did bachelorette parties. That sounds familiar. It's almost like there was another guy, I can't remember his name, but he could just fart on command. It was like he could pull air up in his asshole and then fart constantly. I think Drew and Mike used to get him on the phone all the time too. He was like a radio show staple. I know Howard Stern had him on, and was it Will the Farter? Somebody. Yeah, they would just fart all the time. As we all know, all vaginas, male and female, dry up and die the minute Ben enters the room. That is true. This is not the environment for a vagina. Let's be real. Like draws can puke on command. Does life ever pull you into 2 directions? Insert goatsy here. It's good. The amount of females that tried to get me to sign up to Bebo and Zanga back then, I never even heard of those. Bebo and Zanga? I had AOL, I had MySpace, and then I went straight to Facebook once that became available. That was it. And I held on to MySpace for a little bit too, even with Facebook. I never heard of that. Oh, LiveJournal. I had actually before MySpace, I had LiveJournal. It was AOL, LiveJournal, then MySpace, and then MySpace had a blog section, so I'd use that instead of LiveJournal. And then eventually I went to Facebook, but that was like a while. I still had AOL. I still would use AOL to a degree, probably up until like 2000. MySpace kind of took away the need for AOL because you could just DM people. And I think there was a chat. They had a chat eventually, if I remember correctly. See, now I'm here. Zynga was popular, like S&M shit. Oh, what? Oh, it was a sex thing? I never even knew that. It's just riddles over on the Kick side. Welcome. Yeah, we're over there too. We're on YouTube. The VODs ideally get to go and stay on YouTube. They are slightly edited when I get massive copyright strikes, or not strikes, but warnings. And then I need to start editing clips. Oh, not shorts even. I just need to get segments done, and I need to edit them. So that's my next project. We got to start doing that. So I got a lot on my plate. Mine went tagged. Tagged? I never heard of it. MySpace, Facebook, okay. And then I just never left Facebook, partly because you make money. Oh, you make money off of Facebook? That's pretty dope. Like through ads? Like you're in advertising? Or are you marketplace? Oh, you do ads? Oh, content creation? Oh, shit. Do you really? Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know you have a monetized page. I didn't even know. I don't know nothing about that. I'm dumb. I know about pages as far as like marketing goes, like, you know, paid targeted advertisements, things like that. But I don't know nothing about having a monetized page just to earn money. I can make money off of Instagram now through Reels. Really? I know you could do that. I've talked to Keegan about it. There's a couple people I know. But I just don't. That's part of Project Melvin because the idea. Now here's where we did fail. I was trying to do a stream a day, and the other side goal was a short from the stream a day, and we did miss some. So I did fail a little bit there, but that's okay. That wasn't the core goal. The core goal is a stream a day. Everything else is to support that. So what? I know. but we had internet problems, and then we didn't have any content to sit with. Then I was sick, a little hungover. Yeah, people have to gift sort of like Twitch and Kick. Oh, gotcha. Let's see. Facebook Marketplace is such a nightmare, dude. So many scams and dumb people. Yeah, I believe that. That's why if I sell stuff, I only sell through eBay. That's, and we'll be working on that this month. Chunk wants to be in my content. Chunk, who the fuck's Chunk? Speaking of weather, it's crazy as fuck. Byron Allen from that comedy show owns the Weather Channel now. What? He owns the Weather Channel? That's crazy. Still waiting to see Shane's vagina. Oh, that's true. I'm sorry. We got way off track. I'm not. We had kind of a couple. We didn't take any days off, but we were doing them. We did the mobile stream and then the shitty broken up stream. So I'm kind of out of it. So let's see if he ever shows his vagina. I took one day off. I didn't take any days off. Streaming? No. Did not. We streamed. We did stream New Year's Eve. We had a huge stream New Year's Eve. Are you kidding me? We went for like 6 hours. It just wasn't during the typical New Year's Eve hours. It was very early in the morning. And then there was New Year's Day. I did that in my bed. So no, we've been here. You've been here. Stinker, copy and paste this. Why do you need him to copy and paste it? I'll just TWC. Oh, the Weather Channel's first mistake was selling out to NBC Universal. Used to get paid well by them, but not so much. You used to get paid by the what kind of Facebook do you have? Do you mind showing it? Like what your business Facebook is? If not, you don't have to. I don't want to bully you into it, but if you want to keep it like separate, but I'm just curious. Like that's such a strange thing. What is this?
You have a vagina! You have a vagina!
Okay, that fits.
A lot of similarities to you and everything because I'm a married man of 20 years.
I'm just curious. Like,
got a wife.
Wait, such a strange. Why am I talking? Oh, this is me. Why did I come up? That was the next video in the list. Was me.
Vagina! You have a vagina!
See, Melvin, I've done many things. I filmed weather video for. Oh, I see. You do weather videos. Okay, got it. So you do you make the footage so that news can use it. Got it. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, no, there's money in that. There's actually good money in that because they have to license it from you. Okay, no, that is dope. That makes sense. That's pretty cool. Fuck, man. Yeah, this storm is fucking West Virginia up. Damn. All right, hold on. We're getting so far up. Now we're talking about weather. We were still trying to talk about this man's vagina. Hold on. Let's one thing at a time. We're invested in this now.
I hate to say it to you, but
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking about abortion...
No, I don't. I mean, you can present it here, but in most of the content...
Then I have the whole tractor pulling and drag racing stuff. I have like 127,000 people on YouTube for that. Damn. You're just answering questions. No. I'm not blaming you. I'm mad at myself because I'm getting all distracted. That's all. It's not your fault. I'm supposed to get like 2 to 4 inches. Damn. Way more than Shane's botch-ass vagina can handle.
That you attack my community constantly, and you don't even realize guys like me exist who actually share a lot of similarities to you and everything because I'm a married man of 20 years.
I
got a wife.
recognize that you exist. I disagree with your claim that you are a male.
So if I was sexually assaulted, right, and I didn't have access to that abortion care, do you believe that I should have carried that child to term because I was sexually assaulted?
I mean,
no, I just want to make sure that that's what you believe. Because as a transgender man, I have seen your side.
But this is what I mean by like, again, I don't like either of these people, but this is what I mean. Like, this makes so much sense now, knowing that they're a trans man, because I've had arguments with women like this. So Shane's still got that dog in him, if you know what I mean. Shane's got that dog in him.
The entire political debate never ever had
A lot in common, huh? Ben Shapiro has a vagina. Yeah, I don't know. This is
conversation of what an American freedom is. Because why am I not allowed to live my American freedom as a man? You know, I mean, you get your choice.
See, now it's starting to fall off the rails. This whole thing is, why can't I live like a man? But you're talking about wanting abortion rights, which is fine. You know, I disagree with. I'm a feminist, so. Wait, Shane is wearing a wig? No, that's the crazy. This is full head of hair. The estrogen's good for hair, so.
You're really moving around terminology very wildly here,
and so are you, because that's the tactics you play in your game, and you've done it the entire time. You've jumped
got
from one subject
him.
to the next.
Got him. So does him and his wife of 20 years scissor? That's a good question. Unless it's like a trans woman, it could be that. I don't know. It's very confusing. We're learning a lot very quickly. This all started with a very cringy chair turn, and then it slowly devolved into mystery. And that's a wig. I've never seen more sure of a thing. Wait, which one? Ben Shapiro or this Shane? That's not a wig. That's real hair.
You speak so fast, and I know how you work. So how does it feel to have it in your face?
Oh, well,
got him.
Because I'm sick and tired of the shit that you have put against my
got him.
especially black trans women. Because you constantly disregard
so awful.
all of our needs. And then
how do people watch this? How do people fucking watch it? Again, don't get me wrong. I like to hear people argue, but this is this hurts. This hurts to watch. And then I felt the same way because I did see the Destiny one. So, and that still
politically is a pawn when we're 1% of the population. Why not focus on the economy itself?
Yeah,
all
do
of us
that.
Are struggling, and you want to focus on trans people. You want to focus on a black
I want to see him
woman.
drop the
When
mic
this
though
is
once he's
clearly
at the
a glass
end.
cliff situation. America's falling apart, and let's give it a woman right when it's all falling apart. When we had 50 men run it, and it looks like shit. Look at where we're at.
I'm not.
Truly, where do you think that we're heading? I mean, it's so funny to watch white supremacy just fall apart the way that it is.
Honestly, now this is turning into an argument. I mean, I don't typically argue with women about white supremacy. That usually is not a topic of conversation. But the tone and the method of this argument is starting to get very feminine, which I support as a feminist, by the way. Please, women, keep arguing like this. I support you in your journey. I posted 4 good alternate channels we can watch and learn something. I don't slip, but that's not. You're breaking kayfabe. You gotta. Come on. What would be the fun in that? What would be the fun in that? We're supposed to be miserable. Misery loves company. That's the idea. Yes, argue with the Jewish man about white supremacy. I mean, that's a whole other fucking thing. Welcome to another episode of Who Are These People and Why Should We Care? True. Is Ben using that cap to cover up a bald spot, or is he actually following a specific religion? Well, I think it's a yarmulke, so he's Jewish. So I'm sure that's what it is. Now, conveniently, does it cover a bald spot? I don't know. Kind of got me there. Ugly woman wants to be an ugly dude. What's all the hubbub? Exactly. Shane's vagina had too much coffee. We're all gonna die. Who gives a fuck? Move on and die already. See, that's what you need. That's what you need in these conversations is someone like fucking TTV Dom just step in and be like, guys, can I get in the middle of this? We're all gonna die, so who gives a fuck? And why don't you two just die already? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. They yell the white man is oppressing them, and at the same time say white supremacy is over. And this guy says he's a white man. I don't know. And that's just I can't even handle that. His vag talks to him like Oprah on South Park. Oh, God, that's good. That's definitely a kick comment.
And you ride so hard because guess what? In other countries,
I just
around
want
the
to see the
world,
mic drop.
Women are not having children, and why is it? Because of the patriarchy.
I just want to see how he ends this. We were so invested in the intro of this thing. We have to see how this ends. Okay, then we're done.
And all the violence that men perpetuate, and all of this idea that abortion is somehow going to solve it all by forcing women to have abortion instead of focusing on the real problems that we're facing in our society. We're just going to completely ignore that, and we're just going to go, you know what? The line item is, let's make women have babies so that we can continue this capitalistic society that we have. Why are we doing that? What? I mean, why? Because you want to push white supremacy and because you want to make your check? It does great for you. Meanwhile, people like me have to live with the consequences of all of your rhetoric that you put on a daily basis, and including my entire community and the intersectionalities of black women, men that experience.
Where's the mic
SA,
drop? How
trans people?
He's still using SA though. We know we don't. You don't have to hide for the algorithm. You can just say Seagal assault. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you need told off, I'll do it. What they gonna do? Take my birthday away? Cool, I'll stay at the level I'm at. I agree, women should get abortions if they want. Yeah, I'm a feminist. I say go nuts. You know, if you want to go do it, go do it. I'm not gonna get in the way. Are you kidding me? I've bought. I mean, technically, that doesn't that cover like Plan B and stuff? I bought that before. I am a big supporter of that. I have no problem. Go nuts. I buy it by the caseload if need be. I agree women should get abortions if they want, but how does it make him a Nazi if he doesn't? They just like to use that word. That's unfortunate. It's like they it's a very like, there's so many of these words in these conversations that people like to use because they're very emotionally heavy, very emotionally weighted. But the problem is the more you use it, the less effective the word is, and it turns it into like nothing. Like here's some facts that we can all admit is that there's certain words now that we years ago we would hear and you'd be like, what? They're a what? And now you're like, what do you mean though? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you read in the head, and I know it's not good. It's not good. I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm not saying, but when you hear like, oh, it's come out that this celebrity is a rapist. Your first instinct anymore is not being like, what? Your first instinct is like, what do they mean by that? Are we talking like a Diddy rapist? Or are we talking like, or a Cosby rapist? Or are we talking like a, who's somebody that was like a non-issue? I'm drawing a blank. Now I'm destroying my own argument right now. But you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, are we talking about like a Louis C.K. that it was somebody who asked if they can jerk off in front of someone, and then that person said, "Yeah, I don't care. Go ahead." Like what level are we talking about, right? Or when you hear, so and so is a racist. Are we talking about like? Are we saying like, oh, they've gone and they're just spouting out the N-word all the time and saying, believing that the interracial relationships can't exist, type of thing, and all this other craziness? Or are we saying that they may have used a term that is just not passé anymore, and nobody really even noticed it? You know, Aziz. That was the name I was thinking of. Aziz. That whole story was insane. Like, you know, that's the problem. And so when they say throwing around the word Nazi toward, these political people, at first when they started throwing that around, you're like, what, really? They're not, well, yeah, they're saying some racist stuff. That sounds pretty crazy. And then when you start throwing the word Nazi at Ben Shapiro, a Jewish man with a yarmulke, I don't know if that you're kind of wasting the word. You know what I mean? You're wasting the juice in the word. There's only so much juice in the word, and you're wasting it. Like I don't think that's the move. He fish took me. He's a monster. Yeah. Fucking Aziz. He's like, hey, Ben, I bet you're hey, Ben, I bet you're not man enough like me to fish your own cunt, you pussy. Would that be the way? Honestly, though, that'd be the most alpha shit ever. Bro, Shane would be fucking... Bro, the amount of respect I would have for this dude if he was like, oh, yeah? You think you're so tough? You think you're so tough, Ben? And he pulls just fucking... Like, what do you think of that? You didn't think I had one of these, did you? I would be like, bro, you got him good. Debate over. Debate over. You don't gotta fucking say nothing now. How do you come back at that? Oh, man. You ever see one of these? Oh, man. I don't get how a white transgender guy can say you hate me because you're a white supremacist. I mean, that's a whole other thing. Yeah, you know, it's just, again, that's another phrase that gets bandied around too freely. Like, no, there are literal, like, racist piece of shits out there. Like, don't get me wrong. They exist, and they're out there, and I've met some in my life, and they're awful. But, like, not everyone you disagree with is that, you know? Like, it's like, let's not waste the juice in the word. Let's not waste it. Because then what do we got to do? We got to make up a new word. And then not everyone's going to know the new word. So when you start calling once you waste the juice in the Nazi word, right? And that doesn't mean anything anymore. Then what do you call the real Nazi-like people, the real racists? What do you call them? Now you got to make up a new word, like flibbert. Like, oh, that guy's a flibbert. Well, all the normies don't know what the fuck a flibbert is. It's like, what do you mean it's a flibbert? And so then all the real super racists are like, oh, yeah, I'm a flibbert. Look at these two. They're calling me a flibbert. Nobody even knows what it is. I'm a flibbert. But in reality, they're being honest. They're like, yeah, I am a flibbert. And then it takes like years before the rest of the people catch up. And they're like, oh, dude, that guy's a real flipper. I thought he was joking. I didn't even realize. I didn't even know what it meant. You know what I mean? Yeah, we don't like your kind around here, fucking flipper. Like, that's what I mean. Most people don't know what I mean when I call people a nickel or a penny. I don't even know what that means. I'm confused. So you got me there. I'm part of that crowd there. Oh, wait, what is it? I'm sorry. I missed this whole thing that Slit said about Conor. What is this? Technically, Conor McGregor isn't a rapist either. In criminal court, he wasn't found guilty, and the lady in question was found leaving twice in one night. Yeah. So Conor McGregor, when you hear the word rapist, is it Diddy rapist? Is it Weinstein rapist? Or are we talking Kobe rapist? Or are we talking Conor McGregor rapist in that case? If what you're telling me is correct. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, you don't waste the word. Stop wasting the word. It's a good word. It's a good word. It was good when it was there. We don't, and then on top of that, when you replace it with a new word, the new word may make it softer. Then you end up on the euphemistic treadmill like George Carlin talked about. You know, you go from shell shock to post-traumatic stress syndrome. Nickel is the N-word, and a penny is calling them a bitch. Oh, calling them a bitch? Oh, wow. Okay. Did not know that. I was not aware of that. Retard used to be scientifically correct. Now we get new terms, and these terms will be replaced eventually. Yeah, and then AutoMod wouldn't even allow you to write that. I just allowed it. Why did it? I said allow. You don't have to ask. It won't even let you say that. I keep clicking allow, and it keeps like, no, are you sure? It literally will not let me allow you to say it. It's crazy. I've clicked it like 5 times. Automod's like, no. You can't say that. You can't be saying that. But anyway, I read it out loud. You get my point. I know he hasn't been found yet, but Diddy did that. Oh, fuck yeah. That's what I mean. Like, we know Diddy. We know Diddy did it. We know Weinstein did it. We know Cosby did it. I love Cosby. I have one of his albums right here. Wonderfulness. But that's not the Cosby. That's not rapist Cosby. That's Fat Albert Cosby. He would never do such a thing. Proves the point kind of extra hard, though. Yeah. It does. He was found not guilty in criminal court, but in civil court, the judge basically told the jurors to forget all that other evidence and just could concentrate on her story. Yeah, it's that same thing happened to OJ. When I hear someone's a murderer, do I think, oh, are they Ted Bundy? Or like an actual murder? Or are we talking like fake murder, OJ wrongfully accused? When we hear murder, well, we thinking, oh, are they a murderer like the Night Stalker was a murderer? Or not Gary Busey. What's the fat clown? Gary fucking, what's the fat clown's name? What's the guy's name? Gary something? The fuck's his name? John Wayne Gacy. I was way off. It's not even Gary. I don't even know where I go. John Wayne Gacy. Are we talking murder? Are we talking about John Wayne Gacy murder? Are we talking like wrongfully accused Casey Anthony murder? You know what I mean? Like every time you call Casey Anthony a murderer, you're wasting that word. Stop doing that. Cosby walks up with that eyes rolled back look, biting his lip, offering some Jell-O, mumbling things. What woman willingly eats that Jell-O, then 30 years later says, oh yeah, by the way. I'm no scientist, but I would have refused the Jell-O. Oh, fuck yeah, I would have. I was in prison with Bill Cosby. Get the fuck out of here. No, you weren't. Get the fuck out of here. There's nothing you're ever going to say that's going to make me believe that. Dead ass in 2020. Get the fuck out of here. My inmate number is NX8530. Okay, now you're starting to convince me, but I don't know. Wasn't he in Pennsylvania? Please tell me he has pudding pops on deck. Okay. Camp Hill. Okay. All right. My friend knows Joe Exotic, the Tiger King guy. She visits him in prison whenever he has visitation. He said that too quick for it not to be true. That is true. He did pull out his inmate number like super fast. Now, I'm not going to try to like look it up. I don't know if Pennsylvania has a system. I know in Michigan we have Otis. You can look up people in prison or ex-prisoners. But I'm not going to do that. But he was on B block. I was on J block. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, okay. So you're in the same prison, but you just, the way you originally said it, I was reading it like you shared a cell with him. Like it was you and Bill. It was fucking you and Bill in a cell, just fucking chilling. Because that's where I was like, all right, now I'm not buying that. There's no way. The only thing OJ is guilty of is being the greatest rusher of all time. And maybe I was the greater rusher. Let me reread it because I just butchered it. The only thing OJ is guilty of is being the greatest rusher of all time. And maybe I was the greatest rusher to judgment. Norm Macdonald. Truer words have not been spoken. No, he was not my bunkie and no clue on the cello. No. All right, now I do believe you. I do know he bought everyone in prison TVs and paid their cable. Well, that's dope. All right, way to go, Bill. I'll give him that. Anyway, where were we? We got so far off. Oh, we never finished this fucking. We didn't hear Shane's closer. So he's yelling at Ben, calling him a Nazi. Whatever. He's living in he's living in his own world, doing his thing. Who am I to fucking get in the way? Who am I to get in the way of someone's beliefs?
Nationalities of black women, men that experience SA.
Am I on meth? No. I am very, very tired, though. I'm very tired. So, and I ate a bunch of junk food today. So, there's that.
Trans people, everyone that comes in. And I'm so sick of the idea that you can come in with this bravado, that you're this big guy that knows things because you can talk fast, you have statistics. But really, what does it really matter at the end of the day if you are harming the entire American?
Okay, these outfits have got to stop. You don't show up to a debate with Ben Shapiro. The bucket hat is fine. The giraffe is fine. This, you got to go. There's nothing of any substance that's going to come out of this man's mouth. There's nothing. I don't even know who this is. That drip is wild. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is too much. It's too much.
American.
Shane's going to do vagina. Shane's going to do vagina ventriloquism, and the whole room is going to burst into applause. This is Theater Kid trying to be cool. Definitely. The whole vibe of this room is Theater Kid. This guy showed up in a Halloween costume. Yeah.
Been accused of rape. Trump. In like court documents, and you're backing the guy. Like, you have children. How could you do that?
This is interesting, though, to watch this now, way later, where I guess Trump just, I don't know the details, so I just heard about this today. Well, I guess Trump had settled a lawsuit with ABC because they called him a rapist. And he has proof of the contrary that he's not. I don't know the details. I don't know. That's what I heard. So if that's the case, it's interesting to hear that argument no longer sticks. That's all. I will let him have everything up to the weird shit on his hat. That's what I mean. Wake and bake. I'm right there with you. Everything else, fine. The bucket hat, the jacket, whatever. But that fucking hat, where'd he go? Wow, that's a face.
Bravado that you're this big guy that knows
where's the guy with the hat?
Fast, you have statistics, but really, what does it really matter at the end of the day if you are harming?
Yeah, this. In fact, take this off the hat. Not bad. The guy looks good. I'll give it to him. Is it professional? No. But he's comfortable. He's rocking it. No. This Shane is acting. It's fake as fuck. No, of course this is. Saul. Look at Shane's sausage legs. Well, yeah, he's still got womanly hips. That's the part they couldn't figure out. See, so when women gain weight, they gain weight in their hips and their thighs. When men gain weight, they gain it in their abdomen. They end up getting a belly. They get the flat tire. So that's the problem. And that part. That's the part that they didn't quite get right. But, he's still young. They can still work on that. He looks like a fucking chode. This guy? What are you talking about? This guy looks cool. He's got to take these fucking flowers off his hat. I mean, again, I'm sure whatever he has to say is not that amazing, but personality, he's probably like a 2. But, as far as style, take the flowers off, he'd be a solid 6, style-wise. Why is Seth Green debating Ben Shapiro? This is Seth Green. He's going back to the Druids Grove. I'm not confident I can beat too many people up with that guy for sure. This one looks like he sells drugs to children and asks if they want a flower. Oh, yeah. Now you're starting to lose me. That's what I mean. The flowers have got to go.
The entire American. This guy's been accused of rape. Trump. In like court documents, and you're backing the guy. Like, you have children. How could you do that to your own? Don't you have a daughter? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? I've never seen such a party just completely like the American idea, what we believe in as a country, is not what you're perpetuating. It's diversity.
Yeah, he's very bottom heavy. He is very bottom. See, as a dude, look, he's on the chunkier side, no problem. But a dude, these are heavy woman thighs. This is what gives it away here, which is why he almost tipped out of the chair when he tried to AC Slater it. This is the giveaway. Ben Shapiro should just say Scotty no and zip it to him. Wait, what? I've seen worse wandering the public. Then you add those fucking flowers and it's goofy as shit. Most trainee-men start to look that way. I could see that. Prison taught me how to not be stupid. Good. That's good to know. I bet those legs make his wife, husband happy. Well, I'd hope so. Well, he's been married for 20 years, he said. I think you could take both of them.
Diversity. It's giving you tired, hungry, and poor. The Google phone you have in your pocket is because of all of the diversity we've had.
Got him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, got him. Got him. I didn't even know about that. Watch this. Man, he's just serving him. He's serving him so good here. Shane's killing it. He's fucking killing it, bro. Look, he goes to even shake his hand.
It's because of all of the diversity we've
What?
had.
Watch.
Pleasure to meet you.
Damn, he doesn't even want to shake his hand. He faked him out.
Okay.
Damn. Damn.
There's a lot of tension in the room now. Let's.
Oh, what was that? What was this? Whoa. Bro, he's dope. This guy is killing it. And he doesn't even have balls. I was going to say it takes brass balls to do that, but he don't even have them. Look at that. That wink means they fucking after this. New profile pic. That's the mic drop. Yeah, there it is. Man, that mic drop was better than anything I could have expected. Are you kidding me? Emote for anyone right now? We should grab this. Hold on. I wish there wasn't this text. Well, we could take it out with Photoshop. We could do that. There. What was the button? Capture, right? And let's say save image to finger guns. There we go. That's good. That's a good one. Yeah, we can always change it. You're welcome. Yeah. Ben didn't want to catch the trans anyway. Oh, God. Oh, wait. What's this? Hold on. I missed this. See, it's a good thing you came here today. Content. Yeah. No, this is great. I just thought it was a little clip I saved on Twitter when I didn't know that this guy was a trans man. And then we dive into the actual video, and it's a gem. This is a gem after gem.
Let's stay cordial. Let's
Is there
stay
more?
respectful, please.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Man, that was fucking dope. That was so cool. Look at it. That was just that right there. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is crazy. Finger bang song slowly plays. I almost closed laptop. I've seen the chat and seen the juiciness. Yeah, man. You can't stop now. Yeah, that is what you call badass. Yeah, gotcha, bitch. That's what you need. If I could get the Dave Chappelle, gotcha, bitch. Got to play lowrider to that. You know what? I like that. I like Mr. Twister. You're absolutely right. Hold on. What is this?
You have a vagina. You have a vagina.
That's the link. Is that the link Creeper Space sent me again? All right, hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on.
That is one big pile of shit.
Let's go to, where's the thing? God, I got so many fucking, I got so many tabs open. All right, wait. So let's go here. Let's see if we can time it just right. Let's do it just right here.
Okay, there's a lot of tension in the room now. Let's stay cordial. Let's stay respectful, please. Please.
Oh. No, man, that would have been good. Actually, you know what we should have done? Let's start a little bit earlier. Okay, because it'll kick in. I think it'll kick in perfect with the finger guns. Once he wraps up, hold on. Once he does like the whole fake handshake thing, like watch. Let's turn this down just a little bit, and then we'll turn this up. Okay, here we go.
Pleasure to meet you.
Okay, there's a lot of tension in the room now.
Oh. And then it freeze frames.
All my friends know the low rider.
And then it just fades to black. If I could do a fade right now. Can I do a fade? Let's see, hold on. Can't do it. Ah, damn it. It doesn't work. All right, you get the point. That took too long. I can't. I fucked it up. That's the end of the movie right there. Yeah. That's the end. And the credits roll. Ben Shapiro played himself. Shane, played by a woman. You can go all out, put the CM Punk clip, then gotcha bitch, then this. All right. Well, that's going to take some fucking like, I'd have to edit that. I'd have to open up Premiere and like put that together properly. He's the fat lesbian Ferris Bueller. That's it. Baba Booey, you're 100% right. This is Ferris Bueller. Modern day. Try the Kid Rock and Monster Truck song too. The Kid Rock Monster Truck. This is the song Ben Shapiro would love. Is this the one that we talked about from like a couple years ago where Kid Rock's rapping about Fauci? I love the Jews. We're already flirting with fucking danger on this one. Just simply because we were talking about a trans person, which we weren't talking negatively. Shane kicked ass. You kidding me? Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, your vagina could miss it. Yeah. This is safe? Okay. I mean, they are. They are great.
I love the Jews. I love Jewish people and the things they do.
Have you ever been with a Jewish girl? Have you? Because I have. And I would go back.
I love the Jews. I know a Jewish person, he look just like you. I love the Jews. Jewish bitches twerking, doing what they do. I love the Jews. Man, I love the Jews, cause I love the Jews. I love Jewish people and the things they do. I love the Jews. I know a Jewish person, he look just like you. I love the Jews. Jewish bitches twerking, doing what they do. I love the Jews. Man, I love the Jews. I'ma keep it goy, them Jewish niggas is my boys. And use
What am I worried about? Hassan Piker still gets a stream here. You should see the crazy shit he says about the Jews. We're being very positive. These people control the media, tread lightly. Who? The trans? No, we're on Twitch. We're fine. We're fine on Twitch. It's very clear. We talked about it. Twitch is we're okay. Yeah, this is a pro song. It's cool. It is pro. Actually, we are. That's what I mean. We're going to be, this is danger. We're on Twitch. Let's not forget, we are on Twitch. This may be a dangerous platform to have this conversation. To be pro-Jewish. Now you don't know what to think.
Different noise. I grabbed the snack, she called it nosh. At first I was annoyed, but you keep it real and turn that top and spin me up with joy. Light them candles, baby. Make me that brisket. Shorty wasn't Jewish and I realized that I missed it. And fuck that nigga, yeah, he don't know what he's missing.
It's true.
I just love the Jews and to convince you is my mission. I love the Jews so much I never keep my distance. And if I get too close, I cannot help but kiss them. If you my mispacha, you know that I'm a ride for y'all. If they is Jewish, then you know that I'm gon' vibe it, bro. I love the Jews. I love Jewish people and the things they do.
You got a lot of holidays too, which is nice. It's always nice.
Just like you. Jewish bitches twerking, doing what they do. Man, I love the Jews, cause I love the Jews. I love
Someone's probably gonna put this on Tequila's song challenge stream next time. That'd be great. I like how this woman isn't allowed to turn around. Well, you know, I don't know. We met at a party drinking. She talked to me. We got a slit story. Wait a minute. Hold on a sec. Let's see. I had this thought earlier, and I think this would be great because slit sometimes sends us down a slit pit with a story, and I want to do it right. Okay. Hold on. This is what I wanted to do. Do I want to put... Yeah, let's put a little bit of this on. Let's do a little bit of that. And let's do this. Okay? You ready? We're going to get down into a slit pit real quick. He's got a story for us. Tonight's Slit Pit. Slit talks about a Jewish girl he almost hooked up with by the name of Rachel. We met at a party, drinking. She talked to me all night. She was tall as fuck too, like 6 foot. She invited me to her car while she went to look for something. I agreed because I was enjoying the convo. Our friend Julius wanted to join us and was adamant about it. She took me to her car. She had a station wagon with a blanket and pillows in the back. She just grabbed her purse. Looking back at it years later, I realize that she wanted to bang me. This has been another chapter in the Slit Pit. There we go. Rough times. Baba Booey's all boned up right now. So there you go. There you go. Well, with that being said, it is 2:30 in the morning. I have to be up. I forgot tomorrow's Monday. I have a lot of shit to do. I do have to go to bed because I have to be up. I have to be up at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I completely forgot what day it was for a minute. That's how tired I am right now. I won't have any trouble going to bed. That's for damn sure. But no, I'm just really happy that shit's working right. Again, we'll get the technician out on Tuesday just to ensure it, to make sure it keeps working. But I think we're going to be in a good spot here. I hate Mondays, but I love lasagna. Same here. Same here. She wanted a slit. She wanted a slit sertion. Baba Booey all boned up now would be a dope ass song, like a Fatboy Slim remix. Baba Booey, are you trying to get Mr. Twister to make a song? Is that what you're trying to do? You try to drop subtle hints? Like, what if we just said that, but like a Fatboy Slim song? Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. She wanted him to touch her slitterus. Oh, man. Baba Booey, all boned up, nice and chewy. There you go. I just gave you something. Go nuts. Never mind, Joe. What's good? Not much. We've been just hanging out. We're going to be wrapping it up here. So here's the deal. Tomorrow, the plan tomorrow is to be on earlier. I want to get into a habit on the weekdays that we start between 5 and 7 p.m. Some days it's easier for me to start at 5. Like Fridays, I can definitely usually start at 5. Other days, I have things going on until about 7. But that's going to be kind of the weekday timeline going forward now that we're done with the holidays. So that's the goal. So if you're wanting to know, hey, I want to make sure that I'm here for Project Melvin between 5 and 7 p.m. on the weekdays. Weekends are a little bit more scattered, okay? But that's going forward 5 and 7 p.m. roughly then, okay? That way we can do 2-3 hours or so. It's reasonable, and I can still take care of everything else I need to do. So, are they going to bring you a new modem too? Well, they're supposed to ship me one. It should get here like Tuesday, Wednesday. But, so that's separate from the technician. But the technician might have one. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, regardless, it's working. We're doing good. Let's just keep this going. Let's keep it working. I greatly appreciate everybody hanging out, especially so late on a Sunday. And I appreciate everybody who's had patience with me while all of this, we've run into these issues the last few days. We're back in the Rumble. We're back in gear. You're going to love tomorrow's entry. It'll be very timely. Hint, hint. We'll make sure that's ready to go before the stream. And of course, if you want to support the Rumble, there is some merch at melvintroyshop.com. You can support it. We got the Shih Tzu and Bulldog shirts because they both entered today as a tag team to fill up 2 slots in the Rumble. So we have that going on. Dunkachino coffee, of course, some of the best coffee that you can get. Everybody loves it. And the people that have ordered recently, I was just checking on that because I wasn't sure on like what the orders look like. You guys should be getting those by Wednesday. Weather permitting, obviously, so on and so on. So I seen a number of people had already put in orders. So congrats on the autism. No, thank you. I think we're getting one step closer to figuring it out. We'll have to get a doctor's appointment going, maybe in March when we have some free time. But yeah, other than that, let's gear up for a raid on Twitch anyway. Kick is in YouTube is a non-starter there, but let's take a look at who is on at this late hour. Is there any suggestions? What do we got? Let me take a look at what we got, and then I will. Yeah, there ain't much right now. Your coffee. Yeah, coffee's on its way. Yeah, just because I did check on that because I was like, are we there yet? And it's between the holiday and the weekend and everything like that. So you should have it. Project Melvin lives on. Absolutely, we're gonna keep on keeping on. Melvin, if you say in a rhyming fashion, she said, "Baba Booey, you barely even knew me, but you busted in my cunt, and now it's all gooey." There you go. Rob CD, C-Dog VA, Kai. Don't give me these people that have like 10,000 viewers. That's a waste. That's like they don't even respond to you. I have 3 people on. One of them. I have 3 people on, and one of them is you. Oh, there we go. Ludwig. Fuck Ludwig. I hate Ludwig. Fuck him. There you go, Twister. You got another line now. Hold up. All right, I'm holding up. What? Is this a prank? I just like Ludwig too. Yeah, he's a tool. I hate most of those people. I hate most of the Twitch aristocracy. I don't know if he's on Twitch anymore, but it says your coffee is expected Saturday. That might be worst case scenario. I know it's been shipped, so I don't know. Then plan for Saturday. If it comes before that, then it's a bonus. I don't know, unless there's weather issues that are preventing. I know there's storms and shit like that, so sucks because one of my favorite streamers and YouTubers and streamers hang out with Ludwig. Well, Isidore, is he on? Oh yeah, he's on. Isidore seemed cool. He had like a chill vibe going on. We could do Izzy. Because we just did Ababox. Let's do a little Isidore. Why not? So what is he doing? Is he playing Doom? Quake? What is this? Oh, Halo 3. That's what he's doing. All right, well, whatever. All right, let's go say hi. I will see you guys tomorrow between 5 and 7 p.m. We will be back here to discuss some things, and hopefully we get to launch one of our new segments if everything goes correctly, which it should. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow. And of course, let's never forget, never, ever, ever forget that if you were to go and throw a party, right? Everyone, invite everyone. The biggest gift would always be from me, and the card attached would always say, thank you for being a friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And we'll keep it moving. Good night. Bye-bye. We'll just go say hi to Isidore on Twitch, which I just did, and everyone else that's lurking wherever else you may be, and on Kick. By the way, thank you if you're watching on those other platforms like Kick, Baba Booey, and Slid, and Mr. Twister, Motorcycle. I appreciate you being over there too. We're almost at 75 followers. But all right, enough's enough. Good night. Bye-bye.